Closed captioning for Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Baptist Healthcare. You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Rivals. It is week number 3. I'm Christian Garman, as always, alongside Jeff Price. Jeff, tonight we are live from Pine Forest. It's Eagles v. Eagles. We've got the Niceville Eagles and the Pine Forest Eagles, and both teams under some new leadership.
Yeah, this year, well, when we look at Niceville, the visiting team, they're used to a little bit of a winning pedigree. Seems like the past decade at least, as long as I can remember. Well, they got another guy. Obviously, Coach Thompson leaves. He resigns. They got Coach Richard Morgan, comes from Marietta High School in Georgia, where he had 224 wins, 3 state championships. So
Yikes.
I think they're in good hands.
Wow, 3 state titles. So, yeah, what a hire that was. Same thing over here at Pine Forest, new coach.
Yeah, Pine Forest. They got Kerry McDowell, comes over from Pensacola Catholic, your alma mater there.
That's right.
He was the defensive coordinator, and obviously we've had Pensacola Catholic on quite a few times over the years here on Friday Night Rivals, and those lethal defenses you saw were some works of art by Coach McDowell.
So it'll be fun to see that D tonight. So Jeff, let's talk about, both teams are 1-1. Both teams have a loss already. The last thing you want to do is go to 1-2 and all of a sudden have a losing record, and you start to think this isn't working out like we thought. We thought we were good. So let's talk about keys to victory. And why don't we start with the home team, Pine Forest. How do they win tonight?
Pine Forest, I think, look, we've got 2 sophomore quarterbacks starting in the game tonight. Two completely different situations. For Pine Forest, so a sophomore quarterback, Tyler Floyd, will get his first start tonight.
Yeah.
So obviously Coach McDowell wants to get his quarterback settled in early. It's running back by committee. There's not really one guy when you look at that roster. They're going to run in a slew of guys. But when Floyd does throw the football, look out for another Floyd. That's junior receiver Charshawn Floyd. 12 catches, 134 yards, and a touchdown on the year. That's his favorite target.
All right, so that'll be fun to see the air game there. How about for Niceville? They'd love to go to 2-1.
Yeah, well, again, we talk about sophomore quarterbacks. Deegan McCoy comes in red hot, 435 yards, 6 touchdowns. The stat that sticks out to me, 53 pass attempts, 0 interceptions. So we've got a young quarterback right there. By the way, how about leading rusher freshman running back Jacoby Gilliard, rushed for over 100 yards the past 2 games. We'll see if he can make it 3 in a row tonight.
A sophomore quarterback and a freshman running back. The future's bright. Yeah, looks pretty good. So a lot of variables tonight. We've got 2 coaches that are new to these schools. We've got sophomore quarterbacks, and a losing record is on the line because somebody moves to 1-2. A lot to play for, and it's coming up next. Friday Night Rivals, Niceville at Pine Forest.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Well, the sun has moved behind the bleachers, so providing us with a little bit of a shield, and it's turning in quickly to a lovely evening. Glad you all are with us for what I think we set up pretty nicely there, Jeff. This should be a lot of fun. We can tell you that Pine Forest won the toss and they deferred, so Niceville will get their hands on the ball first. Yeah, going to find out about both of these teams, a lot about them tonight. Pine Forest obviously opened the season against PHS 29-0 win. Then last week on the road at a very good Daphne squad, lost 32-12. And for Niceville, they lost their opening game against Lincoln, turned around and won last week against Scambia. And the kick there, as you saw, was low, didn't go very far, and pretty much went straight out of bounds. So for Niceville's offense, it's going to be a pretty nice place to start the drive out beyond the 30-yard line, it looks like. So a good stop there. Of course, that's a penalty as he kicked it out of bounds. But going to work out nicely here for Niceville. Yeah, the Reef Runner remodel and repair kickoff goes out of bounds right there. So.
Ball will be spotted 35.
There we go.
First down.
Right at the 35-yard line. So, yes, indeed, pretty good place to start. Here comes that Niceville offense. And as we pointed out, got a couple of sophomore quarterbacks tonight, which should be fun. This is Deegan McCoy for Niceville. He'll lead the offense here.
In the backfield with him was what we talked about, Jacoby Gilliard, the freshman. Rushed for over 200 yards.
And Gilliard will get his hands with a very big hole right off the bat. And he's still on his feet. A big-time run there at Pensacola State College, 1st and 10 as he crosses midfield to about the 47-yard line. Jeff, that was one of those holes like we saw last week for pace.
Yeah, you see the Niceville offense right there. Oliver, Donahoe, and Tercero at receiver. McCoy, quarterback. Gilliard running back. And then the big boys up there, Roche, Mays, Quick-Begho, Paris, Collins, and Schmidt. You know, I talked about it earlier. I thought when you look at the stats or the lines there, Niceville looking a little small in the tackle spots, but boy, they make up for some really good blocking up front.
McCoy goes to the air to Robert Oliver, but nice job there by the Pine Forest D as they swarm. That ends up being a loss. By the way, the previous play, the big run was 18 yards, so that was a heck of a way to start the game there. You can see the Pine Forest D with Pickett, Davis, Henderson, Mosley, Brown, Payne, Weatherall. We'll probably be saying his name a lot tonight. Great player. Andrews, Tristan Henderson, Zion Hurd, and Johnny Clark. And now they go to the air again, and once again, that's Oliver, and he is able to find the sidelines. A nice little gain there of about 10 yards. That'll make it 3rd and short, 3rd and 3 down near the 40-yard line.
And as always, our starting lineup sponsored by Florida Insurance Agency.
So, Jeff, we've talked, I know we've said it a lot already, this young quarterback, but we've seen out of 3 plays, 2 in the air. So, certainly, coach is not afraid to throw it. Lets his quarterback air it out a little bit. This time to keep it on the ground, and another big hole.
And the offensive line just getting to the 2nd level.
For sure.
Makes it easy pickings for Gilliard. But talking on that note, I mean, Niceville's about as balanced as you can get. They come into the game 59 rushes, 54 pass attempts. So about as even keel as you can be. And you can see why they love this freshman running back. But look at that offensive line.
2 runs, 2 passes so far, and both runs have netted a lot. It's another Pensacola State College 1st and 10 down to the 35-yard line as the Niceville Eagles continue this early march as we are just underway with 10-10 to go here, quarter number 1. Friday Night Rivals, week 3. McCoy out of the gun here, going to drop back, and this time he's going to throw up high over the top. It's way too much, though, as he outthrows Oliver, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, right there. Pine Forest getting some pressure on him. They can throw that before he wants to let that play develop. Had no choice. A man in his face.
Real interested to see this Niceville team. You mentioned Coach Morgan with 3 state titles out of Marietta, Georgia. That is just incredible. So could be the start of something special here with this relationship with Niceville and Coach Morgan. 2nd down and 10. McCoy's going to throw right over the middle here. Might have got hit early.
Oh.
No, it's a clean play. No foul there. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Boy, R.J. Payne, great. Obviously, the offensive line lets the guy at the front line go. They're trying to open up some lanes here for the running back. Just toss it to him on a screen. R.J. Payne, man, and almost deflects it right back to himself.
Yeah. So that'll make it 3rd down and 10 here, and Pine Forest has a chance to stop this impressive early drive from Niceville. McCoy's going to throw again. Forced outside the pocket. Nice throw on the run. No, it just barely outthrows Justice Donahoe, and that'll make it 4th and 10. Had his man.
Yeah, wide open. That's probably as open as he'll be tonight.
Yeah. Here you can see
McCoy forced to run out on the run and just couldn't hit Donohue.
So they're going to
right now.
go for it here. Kind of in no man's land, so not a bad idea.
Yeah. Fourth and 10.
Not that it matters what we think to coach.
Well, it matters a little.
Yeah.
Not much.
I don't think he's going to call us tonight and get our opinion on the
You know what?
half.
I'm going to run down there and give him some thoughts at the half.
You let me know what he says.
4th and 10. Here we go. Big play early. Over the middle again. That's deflected. And some big-time D from Pine Forest to stop that drive. And we will change over as the Pine Forest offense heading out onto the field.
And that's R.J. Payne again, number 12. Young man deflected the ball a second ago. Gets his hands on another one. So 2 pass deflections tonight, starting off almost another pick for the young man.
Proven to be a bit of a pain for Deegan McCoy. He's deflected a couple early. Big time.
By the way, loving the old blue jerseys with the silver domes right there.
They look sharp.
Really
sharp, no doubt. All right, so now the Pine Forest, the home team, comes out here and ready to get things cruising. After the big stop. Gonna be a keeper here, but runs into his own man. Nice second effort. Yeah, sure does. Turns it into a pickup there of 2 or 3. So that worked out better than it was looking. Of course, that is Tyler Floyd, your sophomore quarterback for Pine Forest.
You see right there the Pine Forest offense. Randall, McCall, and Floyd. We talk about Charshawn Floyd in the open. Keep an eye on that's the leading receiver. Tyler Floyd making his first start tonight. Jacavier Lewis. Don't get too caught up in the running back. They got a bunch of them out there. Kierton Showers, Sutton Cooper, Hanger, and Jordan round up the big boys up front.
There we go. 2nd down and 7. High snap, handled nicely. 2 people keep their hand on the ball, but ultimately we got a flag coming in from both sides here. Yeah. Might get a personal foul on this one. Pickup was officially about 3.
Billy Clark, bail bonds. Billy Clark, bail bonds. If you're in trouble, call Billy Clark.
A couple of flags early, which we tend to see quite a few in the first month of Friday Night Rivals.
Face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. And that's for first down.
Incidental face mask.
Yep, not the personal foul, but either way, it is a Pensacola State College 1st and 10 as the chains move, and out to the 46-yard line go the Pine Forest Eagles.
Yeah, last week this Eagles offense got started early. I mean, they showed a lot of promise. By the way, we talk about number 88, the tight end, Kamarian Jordan. That's a good-looking tight end being a sophomore. They've got some really good players and what coach is trying to build back here, that winning pedigree that Pine Forest has known for quite some time.
Yep. Floyd fakes the handoff there to Lewis, keeps it himself. Picks up about a yard. Here a look now at the Niceville D with Donohue, we've already said his name, Cicero, Renis, Geiger, Campbell, Bocino, Sartori, Early, Ingerman, Quigg, Bejo, and Mays. And thanks again, of course, to Florida Insurance Agency for sponsoring those starting lineups. So 2nd down and about 9.5. Didn't pick up much of anything there. Tyler Floyd, this time he's going to throw it. Got his man here, able to get outside, and that's number 19, Demarion Livingston, who has a nice little pickup. That'll make it 3rd down and about 4, maybe 5. We'll call it 4. So nice play there. Another look.
Yeah, get it out of his hands. Great block up front. Makes a man miss just to get a couple yards right there.
There's a 3rd down for Pine Forest. So
3rd and 4 now. The 1st down would come at the 44-yard line, as they have just crossed midfield. Keep it, but nothing doing, and that's going to make it 4th down. I think he actually lost a yard there, did Floyd. So that'll make it 4th down and 5. The stick goes backwards. There's another look.
Yeah, Niceville. Big 3rd down right there to start the game.
Yep.
Makes a big stop. You see the Pine Forest Eagles band right there.
Yeah, love the sounds. And there, look at getting into it, too. By the way, after the stop there, Pine Forest is going to punt, so nice stop there for Niceville, and Tercero is back.
Jasari Brown will be the punter for the Eagles.
$6:50 to go. Friday Night Rivals.
And delay a game.
Got a delay here. Not a huge penalty on a punt like this.
Delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Christian, we were talking about this before. I feel like every vendor's just about here tonight.
No
we
kidding.
got the ever famous Kona Ice truck over there, the Tom's Coffee truck
right
over
behind
there.
him. Yeah.
You've got Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A
here.
on hand.
We smell some barbecue at the
Ooh,
concession
it
stand,
smells
by the way.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
sure
little bit of
does.
everything here.
Yeah. Smells really good.
Yeah, Mr.
Nice
Softy.
punt. Just gets it off there. Tricero will field it back at about the 18-yard line. And he's going to try and do something with it. Gets out to about the 25 or 26, and that is where the drive is going to start. And oh, by the way, of course, Jeff, you want to talk about food. I know it's not time to officially do it, but best food in the house is courtesy of the team that feeds us every single week.
Oh, yeah, and we'll get to that a little bit more, but just a quick hitter for you, Foosackles. By the way, it's 7:15 and 39 seconds, so you got plenty of time to get up to Foosackles tonight. Football's this weekend. Go order a big pack of.
Oh, yeah.
Look, they bring us tons of tenders, fries, everything, sauces. Go hook your crew up this weekend. I promise you'll be invited back over and over again.
Heck yes. Yum City. I always grab some for the ride home. It's usually gone before I get to the house. Oh, no, that's a live ball.
Uh-oh.
And he is able to get on it there. That's a nice job there from Gilliard, but it's a huge loss. A very dangerous play goes terribly wrong for Niceville.
That's going to hurt the old average air yards right there. My goodness. And it looked like the timing was thrown off. He had to get rid of it quick. For what reason, I have no idea.
Yeah, just threw it immediately.
Instead of just hesitating just a second, let Gilliard get out there. He gets rid of it, and luckily Gilliard was able to get on it.
Well, it was a good play by Gilliard. Honestly, I thought he'd just dive on it, but he did pick it up and try to do something with it. Couldn't. And all of a sudden, it's going to be 2nd down now at about 25. Going to keep it on the ground here and picks up maybe 4. So that'll make it 3rd and really long. Over 20, it looks like. The first down comes at the 37-yard line, and they are all the way back at the 15. So it's going to be 3rd and 22.
Something coming into this game that I was interested to see is, look, both these teams, Niceville gave up 36 to Lincoln, and then Pine Forest gave up 32 to Daphne. So how these defenses were going to hold up, so far so good.
No doubt, no doubt. 3rd down and very long here. McCoy going to come out of the gun. He's under the gun here. Still rolling out. Ultimately does get rid of it, but it's picked
there it
off.
is, and there's that man again. That is none other than R.J. Payne.
What a night he's having already.
2 pass breakups and an INT for the young man.
Big time pick there, and all of a sudden inside the Synovus red zone will be the Pine Forest Eagles. And this was an ill-advised throw, Jeff.
Well, in the open, I talked about the most impressive stat that I loved about this young quarterback was 53 pass attempts, no interceptions. That streak, ladies and gentlemen, is now over.
Looks like with 5:11 to go, I think we may have a water break here. So why don't we go ahead and step away and take our first break. When we come back, though, Pine Forest in business after the big-time turnover.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
We are back, and Pine Forest gets the huge pick right there from Payne, and all of a sudden it's 1st and goal now for the Pine Forest Eagles. Going to be another keeper, and this is Floyd, who's got room to go, and he gets all the way. Does he get in? I haven't seen the arms up.
They're going to mark him just short.
Just short, about a foot short of the end zone. So it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 1-foot line, and he may get another crack at it.
Check this out.
2nd and goal.
Again, Floyd making his first start tonight.
Yeah.
Offensive line doing a great job. Floyd tries to get it across the line. Boy, it looks mighty close, but no replay here in high school except up here in the booth.
Yeah, and by the way, it's second and more than a yard, actually. So, and this was into the end zone he goes. So he gets his second chance, and the R.J. Payne interception pays off immediately as Pine Forest gets the first touchdown of the night. Keeper there for Floyd.
And that is a Forrest Jordan and Associates. That's the generator guy's touchdown. We talked about it in the open and getting Floyd comfortable. You know Coach McDowell wants to get this first start under his belt, get him comfortable. Hey, big test against a really good Niceville team that we knew they were going to try to run the football, and boy, did they right there.
So it looks as though the Eagles going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, swinging gate set up right here. We'll see if they actually do it.
Well, play clock's at 8.
Yeah, that's that. At this point, you're going to have to go for it.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, it's a low snap. It didn't look good, but got a chance now. No, ultimately falls apart quickly there. So that was Ja'Cory Thomas who wasn't able to convert. But nonetheless, we do have a touchdown on the board, and Pine Forest draws first blood. They lead it 6-0 on Friday Night Rivals. We will be right back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Well, we're back with 4:34 to go here in the first quarter. Pine Forest scores a touchdown moments ago, but unable to convert on a 2-point conversion. That's why it is 6-0, and now Niceville going to get the offense back on the field. Robert Oliver and Jaden Tercero are back to return. They may not get a chance. The first kickoff made it nowhere near the 2 guys. This one I don't think will either. Actually fights through and right into the arms there of Mr. Tercero, who's got a little room on the outside and gets hit hard at about the 42-yard line. But a heck of a return.
Rashawn Dennis, number 33. Young man, take it easy. There's kids watching.
Yeah, this is a family show.
Golly, what a refrun or remodel and repair kickoff. Oh, that's one you'll remember for a little bit. And for Niceville, you're not going to want to be in the film room right there. Man.
Not suitable for young audiences.
Glad to see it.
My goodness.
That might be a school bus stop on the game.
It's going to be tough to do better than that. 1st and 10 now.
Get hit by a school bus.
Exactly. Out at the 43-yard line here. Little option action here. Getting a little room on the outside, and here he goes. He's really good. That's Gilliard, who has a nice pickup there. A well-executed option play, and it's going to be a Pensacola State College 1st and 10.
Boy, Gilliard's got some giddy up right there, especially as a freshman. My goodness, and he just outruns him to the sideline right there, gets up. One man able to make the stop. Otherwise, it'd be for 6.
All the way down to the 37-yard line. McCoy, of course, will work out of the shotgun, which is the norm for all quarterbacks.
They'll run trips to the bottom.
Yep. And sure enough, hit Oliver, his favorite receiver. He's thrown to him several times tonight. It's a nice pickup. Not enough for a 1st and 10, but a nice little gain. Looks like picked up about 8 on the play. So 2nd down now and 2. Niceville, you know, their opening drive looked really good and then just kind of got stopped right about this point on the field. So they have proven tonight they can move the ball. 2nd down now and a couple. Going to throw over the top and just misses his man there. That was Donahue intended.
Yeah, great coverage, Zion Hurd.
Donahue pretty well covered up there. And not able to cut toward that ball because of Mr. Hurd. So that'll make it 3rd down now. And under 2, about a yard.
Pine Forest has been known, though. They've had a few guys, you know, go play at the next level and beyond in that secondary. Just a few, you know.
Yeah.
You pay attention.
Decent history here. And keep it on the ground. Here's Gilliard, and he will cross the magic line there and gets himself a Pensacola State College 1st and 10. So the chains will move as Niceville gets closer and closer here to the Synovus red zone. They're not quite there, sitting at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Niceville trying to do it through the air is not very comfortable at this moment.
No. Short passes have been successful, but nothing downfield has worked. Another option here is Gilliard coming the other way. Oh, gets a nice block at the end there, and able to cut it up, and what a run. Ends up picking up about 14 yards, and sure enough, that is well inside the Synovus red zone. Heck of a play.
Yeah, another Pensacola State College 1st down for them. Pretty methodical running the ball.
For sure. Look at that, nice block.
Great
there.
blocking.
Yeah.
So they had a chain issue, I believe.
Yeah, so it's not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. Almost.
About 2-3 yards short.
Yeah. At about the 12-yard line.
I think if you're Niceville here, continue to run the football. Maybe a play action pass, short pop over the middle.
This time they do keep it on the ground, and Gilliard again, who gets down. Oh, did he lose the ball?
Yeah,
I think he lost the ball, and sure enough, that's going to be a turnover. And oh my goodness, Pine Forest, their second turnover gained, and that terrific drive falls apart as Gilliard loses the ball.
And Demetrius Mosley, number 9, right there, comes up with it. Check this out. Gilliard has a bit of an open lane, and then out of nowhere, that's number 13 for him. That's Justin Weatherall. Christian, you talked about it. Weatherall was a guy to watch, and you see him right there.
Man, big time play, and gosh, Niceville now has got to think, how in the heck did that happen? We were knocking at the door, a chance to even take the lead with a successful extra point, but instead a turnover inside the red zone down near the 6-yard line, maybe the 7. Man. So the Pine Forest offense will come back out onto the field, of course.
2 big-time turnovers.
Yeah, that one really costly. Tyler Floyd, the quarterback, ready to try and do some damage, but he's a long way from glory. Nice little end around here, and it's a good play on 1st down out near the 15-yard line. Nice little gain there. Picks up about 6. It'll make it 2nd and 4.
Again, Weatherall, we talked about it. They're running back by committee back there. So don't get too hung up on who it is, because when you look at guys, I believe they have, it's 8 or 9 guys that have run the football this year.
It's good. Good place to be. Coach McDowell. 1:50 to go, 1st quarter. Pine Forest up 6-0 with the ball. 2nd down and 4. Got a little movement here, I think. Flag down. Let's get this call. Gotta get that mic on.
There you go.
A false start offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
All right, so the nice little gain ends up going backwards, and that'll make it 2nd and 9 after the 5-yard penalty.
Here's an opportunity. I think one of the biggest question marks with Pine Forest offense is, can they drive the football? Obviously, the turnover, they were inside the red zone, but can they drive the field?
Yeah, you're right. Haven't really seen him move it much. Haven't had to. Nice run here as he gets outside, and big time gain there. That's really well done. The helmet comes off, but not after a big successful run. And that will be a Pensacola State College 1st and 10, I think. Gosh, did he not get 10? Just short, man.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Okay, there you go. Well, he positioned the stick at 9.
And Jacavier Lewis, sophomore right there running the football.
Yeah, that was a good run. Like you said, we need to see Pine Forest moving a little bit. Their first points came off a turnover inside the red zone. They got it at the 8. So this is the opposite of that. Got it back at about the 7 on the other side of the field.
Quite a quick 1st quarter here.
Yeah, down to a minute to go. Oh, ball's on the ground. He may have gotten it back. We'll see. Yeah. Woo. But that'll make it 2nd and long now after the loss of, looks like about 4.
Put him behind the sticks.
Yeah, that's right through his hands. You know, wasn't a bad snap.
Trying to run before he had it.
Yep.
Be one more play here before we end the first quarter.
Yeah, like you said, a quick one.
Defenses have stood out here so far.
Second down and long, 14. After the miscue. Floyd going to throw it out to the wing here. Oh, and a nice play there. It's going to be another loss here. It's going to be third and very long. That's a terrific play.
Yeah, Caleb Sartori, linebacker, comes in. Senior linebacker stays with him. Unblocked right there, hanging on. Great job breaking down, making the tackle.
Yeah, well done by Mr. Sartori. As you said, Jeff, that will be the last play of the quarter. And as it comes to an end, it'll be third and long for the Pine Forest Eagles when we come back. But they currently hold the lead up 6-0. Glad to have you with us on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
Good evening again, and welcome back as we begin quarter number 2. Some folks still coming in here. Glad to have you. We are live from Pine Forest High School. Niceville at Pine Forest. Pine Forest facing third and long here, third and about 17. And now we've got a flag down. See what happened here.
Bail bonds penalty.
Can't back them up too much further.
No, you can't.
They'll try. A false start on offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
That'll make it third and more than 20.
It is now third and a lot.
I'm sure they're going to be very careful here and maybe just acquiesce to the fact that they're going to be punting this ball.
Acquiesce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I love it.
I'm going to Google and see if it was right.
Get your Friday night started.
No clue if it was right. Third and very long here. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, my goodness.
Woo, boy.
Quick pass to the right.
Big time pressure from Niceville. Near disaster.
Brent Musburger, a famous whoa, Nelly.
Man.
That was almost pure disaster.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
My goodness.
Have a look.
See, obviously they're trying to do a little quick screen right there, and Johnny on the spot, the leading receiver for the Eagles.
That's right.
Eagles trying to receive that football right there for an INT, Robert Oliver.
Yeah, he's been targeted several times tonight, has a couple of catches.
Don't think he expected that one to
no.
be right there.
All right, so fourth and forever, they're going to punt from their own end zone. It's a sideways punt, and it's going to be some great field position for Niceville as it struggles to get out near the 40. It'll come to rest at about the 37-yard line of Pine Forest. So a very short field setting up here, Jeff, for Niceville, and that's just what they needed, trailing 6-0.
Yeah, again, the question lies, can Pine Forest drive the football tonight? Obviously, their defense is playing lights out.
Yeah.
When the offense had a short field, they punched it in, and for Niceville, when they've been able to be comfortable back there at quarterback, they've looked really good. They've been able to run the football with Gilliard. The offensive line's doing a good job. They just can't finish.
Yeah, that's right.
The turnovers is costly. They should have 2 scores when you look at it, but they don't. So
yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, see if they can get it going here in the second quarter.
But your point is valid. The offense has looked good. They've moved it pretty easily on several occasions. In fact, here's another nice gain. That's Justice Parker Jones on the carry, and he picks up about 7, it looks like. So that'll make it second down. First time we've said his name tonight, but a nice play.
Yeah, Gilliard will check back in. They've gotten some big chunk gains, but haven't been able to finish a drive yet.
Jacoby Gilliard having a great year, and again, he's just a freshman, so very, very good news from Coach Richard Morgan. Second down now. And he wants to throw all of it over the top. He's got his man too, and there he is. It is Robert Oliver who hauls it in. Not quite into the end zone, but first and goal for Niceville.
Man, look, in all honesty, he kind of underthrew him. You see, he has to go back to get the ball. What a catch right there.
What a catch.
And trying to play it off, Zion Hurd comes up with the ball, and he's like, wait a minute. That's not an INT?
That is a 30-yard gain is what that was. Big time play there.
It's a Hampton Hyundai first down.
And now inside the Synovus red zone. That was McCoy to Oliver on a big play. Going to keep it on the ground. And does he get in? Not
just short.
Quite.
And that is Caleb Sartori, Wildcat quarterback.
The senior there. So he doesn't get in. That'll make it, excuse me, second down and goal here. So, Jeff, right on cue, we're sitting here talking about the fact that even though Niceville hasn't punched it in, they've been able to move it, and then they get that big 30-yard play. They're moving it.
Yes, they are. Deegan McCoy goes under center. They're going to try to push him.
Not push him in. A little tush-push situation. We got a flag down.
Let's see what that is.
The Niceville player is saying he got in, but of course there's a penalty here, so we got to see what's going on there.
There's a flag on the play.
It's like a sideline warning against Niceville.
May well have been. Let's see. Another look here. Not able to get in, so that will make it third down. And of course, now with the penalty, they are coming back a little bit. So Niceville's not in the end zone yet, folks.
Play assisting the runner on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Can't tush push in this league.
Not at this level. Not allowed.
Penalty on Niceville.
Not
Brings the
allowed.
ball back.
Early doings here. Second quarter. 10:03 to go. It's going to be second down now from the 8-yard line. It is second and goal. And remember, Niceville had it first and goal from about the 2. So currently moving in the wrong direction. Deegan McCoy is back in the game. Gilliard right next to him. McCoy's going to throw it.
Oh, they're bringing the house.
They are. Flags are down, but it is caught. He gets it right over the defenders. It's caught. It's a touchdown. We'll see if it stands. There is a flag. Heck of a play there from McCoy, who throws it over the defenders. But McCoy's body language is making me think this may be coming back. We'll see.
Well, the Niceville players showing like it's a hands to the face.
Yeah, let's see.
He's
here.
saying like somebody got his hands on his face mask. We'll see what's called.
Here we go. Touchdown.
We've got a personal foul, legal with a hands to the face on the defense.
Okay. So a great play there from Deegan McCoy, who, as you said, Jeff, they were bringing the house. He was under big-time pressure, got the ball off, threw it just over the hands of a couple more defenders. Take a look.
Yeah, they brought the house. I mean, look at him right there. My goodness.
Right
great
over
job.
their hands.
I mean, it's one of those like, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, great job, young man. You got a Forrest Jordan Associates touchdown. That's the generator, guys.
And Mr. Gilliard, usually coming out of the backfield, this time catches the touchdown pass, and now an opportunity to take the lead.
Touchdown for Niceville.
Number 47, Cameron Pearson, does the kicking for Niceville. And if this is true, they take the 7-6 lead. So, fun game so far.
Yeah.
Kick is up. It's low, but it is just barely enough. And sure enough, Niceville does take the lead, 7-6 with 9:42 to go. We will step away, see what the Pine Forest offense can do when they get their hands on the ball when we come back.
watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you with us here, coming off the touchdown from Niceville. So they take the lead 7-6 here on Friday Night Rivals. And the Pine Forest Special Teams unit heading out onto the field, see if they can get themselves a nice return and set the offense up. While they do have a touchdown, Jeff, we've not really seen evidence that Pine Forest can move the ball on offense. Remember, the touchdown came courtesy of an interception that they downed at the 8-yard line, so it was an extremely short field.
Yeah, we'll get to see this Pine Forest offense back to work, and interested to see what the plan is. Obviously, when we come into this, new quarterback.
Right.
We're not sure what happened to the young man last week. Have no idea on that one. Obviously, he's got to move forward regardless, but they got to figure out a way to be able to throw the football at some point. You see our reef runner remodel and repair kickoffs go through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that's Cameron Pearson with a nice boot all the way through. Coming off an extra point that cleared it by about a foot. That's a surprising kickoff as he crushed it, and it is a touchback. So here comes that Pine Forest offense, and Tyler Floyd is the starter.
Here's the Reesburg Institute hearing huddle. We can't hear in the huddle.
No, nor should we.
Maybe Reesburg Institute can hook us up. Maybe we can.
I'm sure everyone in the huddle could hear.
Yeah, that's all that matters, I
right,
guess.
it's not that important that we hear it. It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be included.
I'll go down there. I'll be down there next time.
The second time you promised that tonight, and yet you're still sitting here.
Yeah, I know.
I'd love
Full
you
of
to...
false promises.
Exactly. That's Jeff Price 101. First and 10.
Understand.
Keeps it himself.
Look at this.
Yeah, and then just
fighting.
manhandling. Exactly. Saying this is how this thing works, as Tyler Floyd keeps himself in a nice little run there to start the drive.
So again, talking about the quarterback situation for Pine Forest, the first two games, we saw Ja'Cory Thomas, number 14, was their quarterback. He was 25 of 47, 261 yards, touchdown, and 2 interceptions. He also rushed for a little bit. So again, have no idea what's going on. Looks like Ja'Cory's on the sideline, like he's okay, but who knows? Maybe coach wanted to go in a different direction.
Yep, it's tough to know, but either way, second down now and 7. After Floyd carried it for 3, and now we've got the refs running in.
He is pointing at the football.
Yeah, that's a football. That's a football.
It's like to wear proper equipment on the defense.
Oh yeah, the old improper equipment penalty. It'll get you every time.
Yeah, he's wearing a hockey mask. You can't do that. That's improper at best.
Marcus Powell. Look at the proper equipment, young man.
Exactly. Second down now and 7. Keep it on the ground this time out of the backfield with a nice big hole. Ooh, and a nifty little cutback there too, as Randall has a nice move and makes a big pickup there, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 from Hampton Imports.
Yeah, Mari Lampkin. Watch this. A little speed. This might be the fastest guy we've seen tonight.
Right.
Ooh.
That was
oh, man.
12-yard game there for the Pine Forest Eagles. It's tough. I keep wanting to say the Eagles, but they're both Eagles. Gotta be specific.
Well, the Eagles are going to win.
That's for sure. And
it's like the LSU Clemson game.
Yeah.
Over under 10.5 times we were going to hear the Tigers were going to win. And it went plenty over. Our Hampton Imports first down.
That's right. Out to the 35-yard line. Got a flag here. This may be a false start. Not sure. But official's going to figure this thing out.
We got a dead ball. False start offense. 5 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
All right, so instead of the Hampton Imports 1st and 10, it's going to be a Hampton Imports 1st and 15 as they go backwards to the 30-yard line.
That's the best thing about bands. They, obviously they want to see their team win, but they're always going to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
And providing a great show up there. Loud, the pregame. They were getting after it.
Yeah, the pregame show here was actually pretty awesome. Yeah, it was a good time. In fact, when I was doing that hit on Channel 3, they had Metallica going through the speakers. A little Enter Sandman situation was great. First down to 15. Going to throw over the top. This, I think, may be another false start. It looked as though the intended receiver there may have jumped, and he's still running.
Marion Jordan, that's the tight end I was talking about earlier. Good-looking young man. Had an opportunity over the top, but all for naught.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
That's got to be the 5th or 6th one.
Yeah, we've seen a few, and I do think he jumped there. Just trying to feed his defender, give himself a little edge. But instead they go backwards, and now it's going to be 1st and 20.
Well, look, the student section's having a great time out here at the beach.
Oh, yeah. It's
beach is wherever you want it to be.
That's right. I think it's, there we go. Nice little throw out to the flat. Good effort there. Nice pick up there. Remember, it's 1st and 20, so see if you can just get things going there. And that was Charson Floyd on the catch.
Yeah, Charson Floyd, leading receiver for him.
Picks up about 7, so that's going to make it 2nd down and 13. Sitting out at the 32-yard line with 7:35 to go here in the first half.
By the way, the Derek Diamond, double D up here doing the stats. That's their 4th false start penalty tonight.
Oh, thank you, Derek. That's a lot, first half. 2nd down, 13. Floyd under some pressure here. He escapes it, but ultimately the Niceville D says you're not going anywhere.
Right into the loving arms of the Eagles defense.
And it's going to be 3rd and long after a loss now of a couple more. So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 15. Have to get out to the 45 for a first down, and they're a long way from there.
Trying to find a way to throw it, but Niceville kind of blowing it up right there. You see for Niceville, number 44 young man coming up, August Ingerman. Leaving nothing to chance.
Floyd and Lewis in the backfield there. Again, 3rd and long. 3rd and about 15 here. Floyd's going to keep it himself, try to do it all himself, but can get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. But that's it. It's going to be 4th down and long, and the punting unit for Pine Forest heading out onto the field.
Yeah, again, just they tried to throw the football a little bit, couldn't get anything going right there.
Yep.
So back to the Pine Forest defense, see if they can hold the Eagles after giving up that touchdown.
Jaden Tricero, the senior wide receiver, is back to return the punt here, sitting at the 35-yard line. It's a nice-looking punt.
Nice high kick.
Yeah, Tricero will get his hands on it, but
he'll sit on it.
Yeah, it's just going to fall right there at the 29-yard line. So that's a job well done for Pine Forest, and the defense comes out onto the field with a Niceville offense also making their way out. And with that said, looks like we got a little changeover, and we have a moment to take a break ourselves. So Friday Night Rivals will continue with Niceville taking possession when we come back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
Well, here they come, the Niceville Eagle offense coming off a touchdown and a beautiful possession. Last time they had their hands on the ball. This time they'll start the drive at the 29-yard line. The Pine Forest D would love to see if they can hold them up here, and with 5:57 to go in the half, get their hands on the ball again and see if they can find a way to maybe snag the lead before heading into the locker room. But that's a lot to say. Right now it's all about Niceville's offense, ready to roll. Deegan McCoy going to try for a big play right off the bat, and he overthrows his receiver. That was Max Roche, the tight end, senior intended.
Yeah, so far it's been Deegan McCoy, Robert Oliver, and Jacoby Gilliard show.
That's right, which, by the way, we might have been able to say before kickoff. You know, those are some of the stars of the game, no doubt about it. We've mentioned a couple of times, Niceville's had a lot of luck moving the ball. Twice they've turned it over, and that's why they've only got the one touchdown. But the offense has been able to move it somewhat here against this Pine Forest D. Second down now and 10. Big hole up the middle, right on cue, and there he goes again. That's Jacoby Gilliard, the freshman, with another nice play, and that will be a Hampton Imports 1st and 10.
Yeah, great job again by the offensive line for the Eagles here. I mean, look at the gaps.
Yeah,
there's nobody near him. And look, Gilliard trying to give us his best Jeans 4 covering player of the game opportunity right there.
Yeah.
So, hey, look at me.
Yeah, well,
maybe so.
Hey, he's making a good case.
Hampton Imports 1st down for the Eagles.
Now to the 39-yard line. Deegan McCoy going to drop back, and ooh, dangerous pass, but ends up being a nice play here. And there he goes again. That is Robert Oliver, who's got one touchdown right now. See you later. A huge play, and Niceville continues to move the ball handily against this Pine Forest D. That is a huge play.
Yeah, an Eagles defender, they're playing a zone defense right there. Just out of place right there. Great job, Oliver. And, man, even better touchdown. Forrest Jordan and Associates touchdown. That's the generator, guys. Watch McCoy on the money. Oliver makes a man miss, and it is off to the races. And I'm going to tell you, watch the finish. He's on. They got a track surrounding the field here. Nice little head bob. Can't see it with the coach in the way. Nice finish by the young man.
That is a 61-yard play, so huge touchdown for Niceville. And we were talking about the fact that they're moving it handily. Well, there's the proof as Cameron Pearson, the senior, is on for another extra point. He was able to convert on the first, and this time he has no trouble, and that'll make it 14-6 with 5:09 to go. So just when Niceville needed something big, they get it. And Pine Forest has had a hard time moving this ball, but they're going to try and do something here before the half, and maybe draw near 14-6. A touchdown and two-pointer would tie it up. Jeff, as always, there are lots of games up and down the Gulf Coast. I know you've been checking some scores for us. First of all, there's an NFL game going tonight, of course. We've got the Chargers and the Chiefs. Right now, Chargers up 7-0 on that one. But what else is happening?
Yeah, we got Baker, the Gators, on the road at Central. You know, Central Jaguars over in Milton. They've got a football team they've had a couple years now. Well, not so good. Baker's up 35-0. Pace and Gulf Breeze had the Patriots last week. They're up 28-6 on the road at Gulf Breeze. Got no score right now, Northview and Freeport. West Florida, the Jags, 20. Fort Walton Beach, 14. Choctaw and Crestview, big rivalry game right there, 7-0 Choctaw. Mosley and Rickards over in Panama City, 28-20. No score right now from Pensacola Catholic and Tallahassee Godby. And if you're interested in, right across the bay, or right across area over here, we've got Saraland up 16-7 at home against Gulf Shores, and St. Michael Catholic by Phillip Rivers, coached by Phillip Rivers, and his son playing quarterback for him, Gunner, up 14-7 at home against WS Neal.
Cool. And here we go, ready to roll. The kickoff is short and fielded at the 25-yard line, and taken out to about the 37-yard line. And so, excuse me, that was number 15, Charson Floyd, on the return.
Now, Christian, you know, we got the school bus stop of the game this year. It's a new thing we're doing here, and we had a big stop earlier. That was a big hit.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
We'll see if that holds up.
Yeah, that could be one of the hits of the year. Go ahead.
At the end of the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we highlight the school bus stop of the game. Remember, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Listen, we talk about it every week. We see it happen. We see videos of people flying by buses. I love that now counties and stuff are doing these things where they put police officers out there to stop these people. It's just too dangerous, folks. Listen, wherever you're going, it's not worth it. Stop when you see a school bus. You see that stop arm. Those kids be coming around in the corner. Just play it safe.
That's right, that stop arm. It's a stop sign, just like any other. 1st and 10 here, back on the field, ready for the action. And coming out wide here, and a nice hole. Yeah, big play there. That's well done, and he is pumped, is Tyler Floyd, as he gets a Hampton Imports 1st and 10, and doesn't quite get to midfield, but a big play.
And how about a touchdown saving tackle right here? Watch this. Just everything he's got. That's number 16, Caleb Satori. Said his name a couple times. No tackle may be bigger than that one right there, young man.
That was a big play. He gets out to the 46, does Floyd, with 4:38 to go and counting in the first half. And you know Pine Forest would absolutely love to get some points before the break.
Bit of a momentum swing.
1st and 10, little option here. Nicely run, but a great defensive play there. That is number 22, Clay Nelson, the junior. Big play.
Yeah, great assignment football right there on the defensive side. Man on the quarterback, man on the running back. Watch this. Well done. And that is executed to perfection.
Yeah, flying in there. Great play from Nelson. So it's a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11. Sitting right on the 45-yard line is the ball. And Pine Forest is ready to roll now. Tyler Floyd going to pass it again. And that's going to be Charson Floyd who makes the catch. So Floyd to Floyd on that one as Charson crosses midfield, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, love the quick pass play right there. That's what they're going to have to do. And maybe if they can get a couple of these going, they throw over the top. But way to get rid of it. Floyd gets whatever he can.
Yeah.
Manageable 3rd down.
Yep. Charson's a great player. That'll make it 3rd down and 5 now. Just past midfield, sitting on the 49-yard line with 3:15 to go. First half. Big play here. Niceville would love to get a chance to get their hands on the ball again. Floyd's going to, a big play once again. There he goes. That is Nelson again, who makes 2 huge plays here, and it will be 4th down, and I think they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, Coach Richard Morgan, remember, comes over from Marietta High School in Georgia, won 3 state championships. I love the defensive staff draws up that blitz right there, and my goodness, Clay Nelson again coming up big on this drive for the Niceville Eagle defense.
And check this out. Pine Forest going to stay on the field. It'll be 4th down here and about 7 with 2:34 to go. So a huge gamble from Coach McDowell right here.
And try to get him to jump off.
Yeah, if they go. We'll see. Play clock down to 5.
Yeah, they're going to call the timeout.
Yeah, I think they're not going to go for that.
I think they'll send that punting unit on pretty darn quick right here.
So 2:24 to go, and Jeff, I was just trying to get him to jump there, but listen, we've seen Niceville's offense. They're going to get the ball back with around 2:15, and that's enough time for them to do something.
Yeah, you see our Reesburg Institute hearing huddle. How about next week, by the way? We got a second here. We're going to see these Eagles again.
That's right.
Except we're going to get to see them on the road at Choctaw. Boy, Choctaw, you talk about a team. Looking like on a mission this year. They have looked really, really good so far. Excited to be able to get our eyes on those Indians this year. Always, look, for a few years on Friday Night Rivals, we had Choctaw. Just never ended very well. Past few years lately has looked really darn good. They have got it going in the right direction.
Yep.
And that is a team, might be the best team in the area.
Okay, so that'll be fun to profile next week. And Pine Forest, of course, going to have a tough game, driving an hour and a half down the road and playing a very tough Choctaw team. 4th down now. And Jeff, don't look now, but I'm still not looking at a punting unit.
Rolling the dice a little bit.
Coach McDowell looks like he wants to go for this here. Trailing 14-6, late in the half. Floyd is going to pass, and he's going to go for all of it. He's got his man, but he overthrows him.
Man.
Wide open was Charson Floyd. It was a beautiful play call, great design, but the pass was too much, and Niceville gets the ball back.
Look, great play call.
Sure was.
Just got to be executed. It's one that when you go back to the film room, everything went exactly as they couldn't be better. But he just got to execute the pass again. His first start, A lot of nerves, a big 4th down play here. He just was too open.
And Charson Floyd there knows how open he was. By the way, I mean, obviously that ball's too much. It was a great looking ball. He's got an arm. Just in that case, too much of an arm as he outthrows the receiver by a good 10 yards. And all that said, here comes Niceville. The Eagles will get it on the Pine Forest side of the field, right at the 49-yard line. And they've got 2:18 to work with here. They also still have all 3 of their timeouts. So time isn't much of an issue. And we know that Deegan McCoy can throw it, but he's going to keep it this time. Pine Forest will do their best to get him down, but he picks up 3 or 4. It'll make it second down and about 7 there.
Hey, you know, that 4th down call for Pine Forest, going for it instead of punting it away, is a little bit of a, hey, look, I trust my defense to be able to make a stop here, but I'd love for my offense to salt this quarter away. So we'll see if the Pine Forest Eagles can hold up, as Niceville is looking really good on offense past few drives.
Yeah, they sure are. And they pick up 4 there, second down and 6, right at the 45-yard line. Deegan McCoy here.
2nd and 6 for Niceville.
Got 5 wideouts, and sure enough, they're going to throw right over the middle and wide open, and then some. Forget about it, folks. Down to the 4-yard line, and that is number 18 for Niceville.
That's Max Roche.
Max Roche, the tight end senior, with a big-time play. And we continue to see Niceville moving the ball easily against this Pine Forest D.
Yeah, not your prototypical tight end with the wheels. This young man, 6'3", 235. He is moving out, running the secondary right there.
A 42-yard strike, folks, inside the Synovus red zone. A Hampton Imports 1st and goal from the 5. Gonna be a little option, and here comes Oliver into the end zone. No harm, no foul, took no time, 1 minute, 10 seconds to move down the field.
So we got some flags.
Do have flag on the play.
Referees are waving it dead.
Okay.
Here we go. False start.
False start.
In the offense. 5-yard penalty. We will replay. First down.
So that is not a touchdown. It will come back. It'll still be 1st and goal, but instead of down near the 5, it's closer to the 10. With 1:08 to go. So a little bit of a break there for Pine Forest. Perhaps just prolongs the inevitable, but gives them another chance to get a stop. Right now, this is still a 1-score game. It's a big possession. Gilliard in the backfield, of course. He's under some pressure, and he's going to go down.
Talk about that penalty, how big it was. What about this right here?
All the way back at the 25-yard line. Wow.
And Aiden Andrews comes flying out of his linebacker spot. Watch him right there, top of your screen. Nobody touches him. My goodness, what a play for this Eagles defense.
So it is from 1st and goal at the 5. It is now going to be, after the penalty and the huge loss, 2nd and goal at the 24-yard line. Clock continues to move, and all of a sudden, things looking up.
Niceville's got all 3 timeouts. They better get going.
Yeah. All 3 timeouts, but taking their sweet time here. Boy is under pressure again. All of a sudden, the Pine Forest defense coming alive. That's going to make it 3rd and goal.
That looks like intentional grounding.
Do we see a flag?
Well, he was still in the pocket. He threw it. Nobody was out there.
Yeah.
I'd be interested if they talked about this. Yep,
Yeah,
there it is.
You called it, Jeff. Good call.
Again, just pressure in his face.
We have intentional grounding on the quarterback.
Boy, that false
5-yard penalty. Lots of down.
false start, extremely costly for Niceville. Had a touchdown, and instead, doesn't look like they're going to get anything out of this.
Credit that front 4 for Pine Forest. Man, oh man, backs against the wall. They get that penalty, and they take full advantage of it. Back-to-back plays. Eagles just shooting themselves in the foot right here.
No doubt. Exactly 20 seconds to go here in the half. They are now back at the 37-yard line. And remember, it's an end goal situation. There is no first down. They score or nothing.
This is back almost where they started the
drive.
drive.
Started at the 49. They're at the 37. And they had that huge play of 42 yards that got them down to the 5-yard line. But it has gone bad ever since. And I'll tell you, Jeff, this is, if Pine Forest can get this done and not give up any points, big momentum swing here for sure.
Yeah, Pine Forest, remember, they'll receive to start the second half.
That's right. Keep it potentially at a score here. First things first. Going to throw over the middle. Oh, and he had him, too.
Roche wasn't even looking for it yet.
Roche was not looking, and that's going to make it 4th down. And with 16 seconds left, might just be Hail Mary time. Not that that would take out all the clock, but why not? You're probably willing to take the risk of giving Pine Forest the ball at the 37-yard line with 8 seconds on the clock. Might be worth throwing to the end zone. You can see Roche, what?
Interested what the play call will be here.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing, if you throw it deep right there,
right.
You get a pick 6 opportunity. We know that secondary for Pine Forest is looking really good.
It's true. That's true. Well, we're about to find out here. This will not be the last play of the half. 16 seconds left. And he is going to just try and unload it here. He gets it all the way down, and sure enough, it's going to be picked off at the goal line. And Jeff, you mentioned the risk of the pick 6, and still on his feet here, and a heck of a return here. That's number 13, Justin Weatherall. And I said it would be the last play of the half, but that's a long play, and that sure enough is the final play of the half. So that ends up on a real high note for Pine Forest, despite the fact that they're losing.
Yeah, we talked about no turnovers coming into this game for Deegan McCoy. Interceptions, I should say. And he has thrown 2 tonight. Obviously, this one right here was just a throw it up, so it's still going to count, but a little bit different. But he comes in, Pine Forest defense getting 2 INTs, 3 turnovers early on in this first half.
Hoping to speak to Coach Morgan, and I think you see him walking over so we can catch a word or two with him. You know, best case, we always get a chance to talk to both coaches at the half, and I think we are going to get that opportunity here to talk to Coach Morgan as I can see him making his way, and we'll get his take on what happened there at the end of the first half. And it looks like maybe he's putting his headphones on now. Hey, Coach Morgan, this is Christian Garman. Can you hear me? I think he can hear me, but I don't think he has a microphone yet. Yeah, they're hooking him up with a microphone now. Here we go. Coach, I know you're, there we go. Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, sir. So the offense there, moving it seemingly at will, but a couple of costly mistakes with the turnover, and then obviously what happened there at the end of the first half.
Yeah, we can't make these mistakes. We gave up a touchdown there. We fumbled the ball on the 5-yard line down there. I mean, we should have 28 points, and we're sitting here at 14-6. It's our own fault.
Well, Coach, that's a good point. I appreciate you saying you should have 28 because we were making the same point up here. I mean, it is definitely true you guys are moving it well. So what do you say to your team at the halftime to clean a couple of those mistakes up?
Well, I got a few things to say. Really, it's going to be mostly talking about the fact that where is your focus? You know, where is your commitment to one another, and why are we making these foolish mistakes? Because you don't do those things if you're dialed in and focused. You don't do those things.
Understood, Coach. Listen, we sure appreciate you taking a moment to talk to us. Thank you, and good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
That's Coach Richard Morgan, head coach for Niceville. No, he's not. But even when they're not happy, they're willing to come over and talk, and we're very appreciative of that. So that said, we're going to take a quick break, but we still got the halftime show, of course. It's just underway. Current score 14-6. Niceville up a touchdown.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Good evening. Welcome back. It is the Jeans Floor covering Friday Night Rivals halftime show, and Pete Moore Chevrolet brings us the halftime report. Coming up in just a moment, of course, we're going to have our Scholar Athlete. We're going to talk about some great food, but first, we are so lucky that we have a moment to talk to the principal of Pine Forest High School, and that is Melanie McElhaney. Principal McElhaney, how are you?
Doing great. How are you doing tonight?
Quite well. Firstly, let me just say thank you so much for hosting us. I know that it's not just a matter of us driving up with a truck. There's a lot that goes into this, a lot of planning, and we're very appreciative of you and the entire team helping us get this thing ready.
Well, thank you for being here tonight and being at our first home football game.
We're glad to be here. It's the first home game. The atmosphere is good. Not winning right now, but it's a close game, 14-6. Listen, football here at Pine Forest has an incredible tradition, including a national championship in the late 80s, huh?
Yes, we do, and we are working to bring one back.
No doubt about it. I know that, Ms. McElhaney. Let me ask you this, though. We love doing Friday Night Rivals because we get to highlight all these incredible football players and these great games. But whenever we talk to the principals, we always make a point to point out that it's not just football. I know there are so many things at your school that you're so very proud of. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Pine Forest and what makes it such a special place?
Our students, faculty, and staff, they make Pine Forest special. We always stress students first, academics first, but we also offer a lot of athletics and clubs and organizations that students can get involved with as well.
How about the fact that we're still just at the very, very beginning of the school year? I know it's always tough those first couple of weeks, wrangling all the kids in, reminding them that they're not going to get to sleep till 11 a.m. It's time to get to work. Has that kind of quieted down? Is everybody into the pattern, or is there still some of that spilling over?
Honestly, this has been the best start of the school year we've had. I think last year we had our expectations set. They knew what they were coming into this year. And I've always told the students, as long as they do their part, we will have fun and we will make school fun. And that's what we like to do. We try to reward our students as much as possible.
That's so good. And listen, again, I just want to say thank you so much for having us tonight. We certainly appreciate that. And good luck to Pine Forest in the second half.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. That is Melanie McElhaney, the principal here at Pine Forest High School. So we talked about the fact that we like to highlight not just the athletes, but we certainly like to give a shout out to our special athletes with the Reef Runner Remodel and Repair Scholar athletes that we point out every week. And from Pine Forest, we this week give a shout out and a congratulations to Travion Johnson, such an impressive athlete, and what a great student. Look at that, 3.4 GPA. By the way, scored a 21 on the ACT, so Travion is out there getting after it, and congratulations with that 3.4. That is not easy. Very impressive. The Scholar athlete this week from Pine Forest. Meanwhile, from Niceville, it's Harper Campbell, number 8, and carrying a 4.3 weighted GPA. And check this out, a 1240 on the SAT. Incredible. So Harper, congratulations. Travion, congratulations. And certainly thank you so much to Reef Runner, Remodel, and Repair for helping us highlight these tremendous Scholar athletes. Jeff, I got to tell you, this much work at the half makes me hungry. I wish there was a solution.
Yeah, send it on over. I can tell you the best place to go. And listen, I know, look, Miss McElhaney, what a great job. And Pine Forest, such a tradition-rich school here. I've got some friends of mine that went here, loved it. Football is obviously on its way back up, so let's just call it what it is. You know, academics first, students first. You know, sports is second. Listen, it's Friday evening.
Yeah.
You got a weekend ahead of you.
Right.
It's Foosackley's first.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody's out of school, so we don't have to worry about the academics right now. It's Foosackley's. They feed our crew every Friday night, and listen, our crew gets here early. It's so much that what you see on here may look, oh, yeah, well, it's just TV, you know. Well, they're here early. They're running lines everywhere, getting cameras in place, lifting things left and right. I mean, it's a lot of work moving up and down these stairs. They got to be fed. Well, Foosackley's takes care of them. And boy, oh boy, the chicken tenders, the toast, the fries.
Oh, those fries, those crinkle cut.
The coleslaw, whatever you want, they got it, okay? And by the way, they got a sauce to fit whatever needs you want, whatever feeling you want that night.
But I like spicy, though, Jeff.
Well,
do they
then
have
you got to get
spicy?
the jalapeno ranch, okay? You just throw me that softball right there, and I'll hit it out of the park. That jalapeno ranch is something else, folks. Listen, go check out Foosackley's. You still got time right now. Go run over there, come back, then we'll continue on with the game.
We'll be here.
Foosackley's. And listen, tell them we sent you, but we appreciate Fusakli's every Friday night.
You're so right. If you do go, and you should, because it certainly is delicious, do give a shout out to Friday Night Rivals, because it tells them that you're paying attention and that it's worth the sponsorship, and we love it, and we're glad to have them on board. They feed us every single year. You mentioned the crew getting here early, and by the way, today felt like July. It was a lot of hard work. So thanks certainly to Fusakli's, and thank you so much to our crew. It's the Pete Moore Chevrolet Halftime Report, part of the Jeans Flooring, covering Friday Night Rivals rundown of the halftime. We're glad you're with us. We'll be back, folks. Glad to have you here.
Hi, I'm Gary Winkler with Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair. At Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair, we understand the value of education and teamwork that is gained through high school sports. That's why we are a proud supporter of student athletes everywhere.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night Rivals highlights from across the country.
And here comes Khalil Taylor. Welcome to the Rams, Mr. Khalil. He can fly. There goes Khalil Taylor without his team. Here goes Khalil. Across midfield. The kicker to beat. Khalil Taylor. Welcome to Park Richland, young man. Anything you can do, I can do better. DZ.
Trying to find somebody. Good coverage there. Here comes Agent Zero with a big hit. Wow! Justin Hartley came in and laid down the leather old school style.
Facing some pressure. Lawrence with the catch and the moves. Gets past midfield and more. Another move. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Starting the fourth quarter. Bradley going long. Trying for a home run hit. And as he makes the catch. Yes, he does. Great catch by Keita Rego into the red zone, and that's how you ignite a crowd to start the fourth quarter.
From 59 yards, hold is good, kicks on the way, and he drilled it. With room to spare, Tommy Baccaro extends the Brentwood.
We are back, and while we have a quick moment, let's take a look at some of the stats from the first half. It's been so far a bit of a low-scoring game, 14-6. Jeff, there's a look.
Yeah, 220 total yards for the Eagles. You look at that, throwing 153, you'd say, well, man, you know what? They're having a pretty good night tonight. Not so fast. That number at the bottom right there,
yep.
3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 coming right there late in the Hail Mary. It is a lot. Obviously, Coach was not happy.
He was not.
Pine Forest, however, got to get it. They've had some momentum, but cannot figure out how to get a sustained drive. We'll see if they can get it going in the second half.
Yeah, Pine Forest will get the ball first, so we're going to take one last halftime break. When we come back, hoping to have a quick interview with Coach McDowell and, of course, kick this thing off and get going for the third quarter.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Well, we're back, and you can see that Pine Forest is on the field. Niceville also out here, so we are getting real close and ready for the kickoff here of quarter number 3. The current score 14-6. Niceville in the lead, though the end of the half for Niceville was not great as they had a first and goal from about the 2, but went backwards on that thing, got no points out of it, and that was a big play for Pine Forest. And Jeff, I know Coach is probably happy about that.
Yeah, ready to talk to Coach. We got Coach Kerry McDowell coming over from Pensacola Catholic, defensive coordinator, new coach here at Pine Forest. Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sure can.
Hey, Coach. Jeff and Christian up here in the booth with you. Look, defense playing lights out. 3 turnovers for your defense in that first half. Obviously, we know how good Niceville is. A big stop there at the end of the half. Obviously, the offense has sputtered a little bit. You've shown some life, but what did you tell your team at half?
That we have to execute. We shot ourselves in the foot. We had an entire drive where we couldn't stay on side. We're holding. We're doing all these things to hurt ourselves, and we're passing up opportunities. And then you saw just before the half, we go for it on 4th, and we've got a guy running free down the middle of the field and missing. We just have to execute, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, Coach, I think execute is the perfect word right there. We talked about that up here in the booth. But, look, love what we're seeing out of your defense. Ready to see what your offense is going to do in the second half. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, very good. Certainly appreciative there of Coach McDowell talking to us for a moment. And, Jeff, you said it. I mean, The defense has 3 turnovers. The offense has struggled a little bit, but this is a one-score game. So it's funny. It kind of feels like Niceville's dominated the game, but I guess that's really not true.
That's why paper doesn't win ball games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the stats and you're thinking Niceville's up 3 or 4 scores. But, again, we talked about it before, execution and coach. You hear Coach McDowell, that's what he's preaching to his guys, couple plays. I mean, like that 1 4th down. We saw it wide open. Nobody's near him. He could have underhanded that ball to him. But obviously, hey, look, learning curve, new quarterback starting out. Just some jitters right there. They're going to clean it up. I got some confidence in them to see what they're going to have here in the second half.
Well, we're about to get to see exactly how that's going to go as Pine Forest will receive. They won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half, so now they're about to see that pay off. Pretty good place to be after they get the huge stop to end the first half, and the offense will get to take over right away. So see if they can do something, see what Coach McDowell was able to talk to his team about, shooting themselves in the foot. He mentioned those false starts. We've seen at one point we're counting them. There happened so many. It's not how you win. So see if they can tighten that up, and we'll find out together. Second half underway. The kick is high and fielded at about the 18-yard line and taken out to about the 26-yard line.
That'll be our Reef Runner remodeling and repair kickoff.
Jacavier Lewis had the short return, and here comes that Pine Forest offense. Tyler Floyd, your starting quarterback. His first start ever, Jeff.
Yeah, and against a Niceville Eagles squad, we talked about the winning pedigree that these Eagles, I mean, let's just call it what it is. This is probably the most hated team over in the Escambia, Santa Rosa area. Like, nobody likes Niceville. It's a fact. You're out and about, you hear people talk, because Niceville's had so much success for so long. They've been such a tough team. Well, you look at Pine Forest, right? You're talking about a sophomore quarterback, not a senior quarterback making their first start, a junior, a sophomore quarterback making his first start. See if he can knock out some of the cobwebs here.
Immediately we have a penalty, and if that is a false start, that's going
to be number 5 for
frustrate Coach McDowell to no end when he literally just talked about.
Oh, it's another, believe improper equipment penalty.
Oh my gosh, he had a lacrosse stick. Why would he have that? It's not allowed.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying, I guess.
1st and 10. Here we go. Gonna keep it on the ground right up the middle here. Nice little hole and a nice little gain. Picks up 4 or 5 there. That's a pretty good start.
And that's all. Look, Pine Forest, that's what their offense is going to be. I mean, they're not going to be a big play offense. Occasionally, maybe they throw it over the top, but this is what they need to be right here. Get behind those big hogs up front, 3 or 4 yards, and a cloud of dust.
That's Omari Lampkins on the carry. He picks up 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. Out at the 32-yard line. Jeff, you were joking saying how nobody likes Niceville. When I used to anchor with Jared Willits on 3 in the morning, anytime Niceville would come up, he would always say, Niceville, don't let the name fool you. I must have heard him say that 100 times. I was always like, I can't believe you're saying that. Little keeper here. Direct snap, and boom, going to pick up another 3. That'll make it 3rd down and short. And as you said, Jeff, that's just fine. I think that Coach McDowell will be perfectly happy picking up 2 or 3 per play and just move the chains if they can.
Yeah, you can still run your offense however you want to do it right here. You don't have to throw the football if you don't want to. And look at them. Just get behind the blockers right there, and let's get 3 or 4.
And we have seen Tyler Floyd do that. He's run it successfully on several occasions. The arm is still a bit in question, but he can take the snap and then just the intended run. It's going to be 3rd down now and about 3 here as they get to the 38 for the 1st down. And again, he's going to keep it, and he will fight through, and I think that's probably...
Boy, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's close.
Might just be short.
Looks like maybe just short. Make it... Yeah, the stick has it about, we're talking a foot, if that.
Stick don't lie.
No.
Are they going to give it to him? Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Yes, they are. So there you go. At Pensacola State College, 1st and 10. The chains will move, and that's a great outcome for Pine Forest to get out here and get a 1st down, keep things going. 10-10 to go, 3rd quarter. Another look.
Some tough running, some great blocking up front, just enough getting the job done.
Just enough. And sure enough, those chains move as he does get to the 37. Got a whistle here. I think this one may be a delay of game, yeah.
They're going to call a timeout. Pine Forest got a quick timeout.
Oh, okay. They get it in just in time. So with that, why don't we go ahead and take a quick break ourselves. When we come back, it's a 1st and 10 for Pine Forest.
You're watching G's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
We are back and glad you're with us here. 1st and 10 as Pine Forest picks up a first down moments ago. Called the timeout just before a delay of game, and now they're ready to roll as they avoid the penalty. Floyd going to a late pitch here. It's always risky the longer you hold it there on the option, but he does get it off, and Omari Lampkins catches it. Doesn't get much out of it, though. In fact, I think he might have lost a yard.
Yeah, going to be tough to outrun this Niceville defense. They got some speed on the outside, and look, looked like he wanted to just tuck it and go. And last second, he's like, you know what, maybe I'll give him a shot.
And Lampkins hobbles off the field just a little bit there. I hate to see that. He's had his hands on the ball a couple of times here in the early going on the 3rd quarter. That was a loss of a yard, so 2nd down and 11. Got to get out to the 47-yard line if they want to move those chains again. Floyd will keep it once again, and nice job there. And he gets a 1st and 10 for Pensacola State College. Great run there from Floyd. We've seen a few of those, Jeff.
And boy, they bring the blitz right up the middle, and where does Floyd go? Right where the blitz came from. Great job by the young man and great blocking up front. My goodness.
It's a 12-yard gain. He needed 11, so it's a Pensacola State College 1st and 10.
Blitz comes, and looks like that was 22 for Niceville. Clay Nelson firing right up the middle in the A-gap. And
we've seen Clay have a couple of huge plays tonight. 1st and 10, out near midfield. Sitting at the 48-yard line here at Pine Forest. Trying to keep this drive alive. This time they will get rid of it, and that goes to number 26, Jacavier Lewis, the sophomore. Gets right out to the 50. Sorry, Jeff.
No, Lewis runs right into the loving arms of Justice Quigbag-Home.
So nice.
It's just, look.
Everybody
on the field, they're lovers, not fighters.
Come here,
Watch him. He's like, hey, I got you. Come on.
Picks up a couple. 2nd down and 8. Tyler Floyd been keeping the ball in his hands a lot. This time, though, he wants to pass, and he's going to go back up over the top. He's got his man just again. I mean, just out of the reach of Charson Floyd. And we've seen that a couple of times. Had him.
And almost off the fingertips.
Great play call, too, Jeff. We see nothing but run, and then just why not go for it.
That's what we talk about when you're successful at running the football. You're going to have those one-on-one matchups. And, boy, it's going to be tough to go against Charson Floyd on the outside.
This is the 8th play of the drive, and that's a successful drive so far for Pine Forest. They have not had this much success, and again, he's going to throw over the top, and again, he's going to throw it way too long. And that's going to make it 4th down and 8. So we will see if Coach McDowell wants to go for it. It would be a big risk out here near midfield. At this moment, though, the offense is still on the field. We've seen him go for it a couple of times already. Another look.
No, looks like they're going to bring on the punting unit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, look, their defense has played really well. Got some big turnovers right there. So play the long game.
Jeff, with Floyd, you know, we've talked about this before. He's got the arm, but he's having a hard time reining it in. He's outthrowing the receiver 3 or 4 times.
He just doesn't look comfortable throwing the football down the field. I mean, again, he's got the air under.
Oh, this is going to get blocked.
Man,
and
look
right
at this.
into the arms. His knee went down. He's going to be down, but that's right into the arms of Andy Bacino, the junior free safety. And it's going to be terrific field position for Niceville.
Yeah, again, Bacino, we've said his name quite a few times here, though, the past couple years here on Friday Night Rivals. But a great block up front for the Eagles. And this, again, you're trying to play the defensive game and just right up the middle. I believe, I cannot see, that may have been Max Roche, number 18, on the block.
Another young man has been having a big game. So Deegan McCoy with Gilliard, a pretty powerful backfield for Niceville, and Gilliard picks up about 3 there. That'll make it 2nd down and 7.
Just found out. Appreciate the truck on this. It was number 16, so no shocker there. Caleb Sartori.
Yeah.
He has Johnny on the spot. Appreciate Hank in the truck.
Yeah, thank you, Hank. Good info there. 2nd down and 7. Just past midfield on the 49-yard line of Pine Forest is Niceville. Oh, mercy. Had him there. That was Ben Carnello. I believe he intended.
Justice Donahoe, little alligator arms. Last second trying to just snag it. He knew the pressure was coming. He's like, oh, ready to absorb the hit. Even if he catches it, don't know if he really gets much there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Big play here for Pine Forest as they have a chance to stop this drive immediately. They're coming after him here.
Uh-oh.
And he's under some pressure. Scrambles out. Does a good job to get rid of the ball.
Look at this.
It is.
Did he catch it?
Caught.
He did.
What a play from Deegan McCoy, who has to buy some time. He does it.
That's his favorite receiver, Robert Oliver.
Wow, what a play. Boy, it looked like he was in real trouble, and instead it's going to be a huge gain.
Wow.
Man.
A great job by McCoy rolling out of the pocket, feels the pressure. I mean, right call for Pine Forest. Look at the guy. They are all over him, but he finds a way, buying some time, throws it up. This is when you have trust in your receiver.
Man.
You let him, give him a 50-50 ball, and more like a 80-20 ball.
And I got a whistle here right on the snap. By the way, that was a 31-yard play. Deegan McCoy looked like he was in some real trouble on a big 3rd down, and instead makes a huge play himself. And all the way down now to the Synovus red zone, sitting right on the 20. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Right on the 20-yard line. Here's Gilliard. Maybe got a couple with the forward progress there, but Pine Forest trying to say the ball came out. Doesn't look like it did.
Yeah, coming into this game, by the way, we talk about Oliver. 10 receptions, 162 yards, 3 touchdowns. Clearly his favorite, and you see why. The young man has played a heck of a game out here. Watch Gilliard, a little off tackle, 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. Oliver and McCoy have made for a nice tandem. And
there he is again.
Oh, pull it in, and Oliver.
He caught it 6 times.
Yeah, made it harder than it had to be, but as we're literally saying, Oliver and McCoy making for a nice duo. They strike again, touchdown, Niceville.
There's an eagle, Pine Forest Eagle down on the field. Looked like either his helmet came off or he threw his helmet off. Nonetheless, we got a Forrest Jordan Associates. That's the generator guy's touchdown. Robert Oliver. Easy picking, young man.
For sure. So Niceville continues with great offense. You know, they have 3 turnovers. I mean, this thing could be a much bigger lead than it is, frankly. Sitting right now at 20-6, and oh, we just hate to see this. He's still down on his back. Oh, you love to see that. Sit up.
It's number 18.
Yeah.
That is Zacchaeus Andrews.
Yeah. Junior for the Eagles.
Andrews, another guy that'll play both ways. Will play a little bit quarterback as well.
That's right. All right.
Oh man, oh man.
Yeah, he's
you
hurt.
Don't like to see that.
Got the athletic trainers on the field there helping him out.
Injury timeout on the play.
He's gonna try. He wants. There you go. You love to see that though.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, prayers for that young man.
So, oh, by the way, touchdown at Niceville. That does stand, of course. It was a 5-play, 52-yard drive, and it only took them a minute 25. So they're scoring quick, and here's Cameron Pearson on for another extra point to make it 21-6 with 6:01 to go here in the quarter.
Robert Oliver making his claim to be the Jeans floor covering player of the game.
Yeah, he's having a huge night, that's for sure. Extra point is up and good, and that will make it 21-6. So we're going to take a break. We do have a flag on the play, I think. Yeah, let's not go to break just yet. There is some laundry on the field.
Yeah, it'll be against Pine Forest.
Yeah, so not going to matter, as we will, in fact, say the extra point is good. Makes it 21-6, 6:01 to go. We'll step away and come right back with another chance for Pine Forest to change the momentum.
You're watching Jeans Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
There it is.
This kid's doing his best to have some fun. Of course, he's a Niceville fan, so he's having a good time, and that's the celebration. That's, I don't know if you know, Jeff, that dance is taking over Niceville.
Didn't you come up with that dance?
No, that's specifically a Niceville Eagles dance. Everyone's doing it. Did you not know that?
I don't think everybody's doing it. I think maybe only Niceville people are doing it.
That's true. That is fair. Not even at this point, not even him.
Look, literally, he knew he was on camera. He went back up. He was like, all right, camera's done. I'm gone.
Yeah. Although, actually, I'm still looking at him. He's literally dancing right now. He's continuing to dance. That kid is having a blast. Ready to roll here back on the field with 6:01 to go. Quarter number 3. Niceville up 21-6. And that is a boot. Out of the end zone. So Pine Forest is going to get the touchback and get the offense back out onto the field. And we're probably going to see a whole lot of running. Although it's interesting, Jeff, we're talking about the fact that Floyd has outthrown his receivers. One thing we do know is his receivers have been open.
Yeah, there have been opportunities for him. And again, you could say they're at least 2 touchdowns. Just say if he hits on those guys.
Yeah, for sure. So that's interesting, because that tells Coach McDowell, maybe we should keep trying this. Yeah, it's there.
I mean, listen, depending on the quarterback situation, if he's your guy moving forward, you got to work with him.
Right.
And obviously you only get so much time in practice. It really, practice can only do so much, period, until you line them up against somebody else that's trying to take your head off.
Yeah. It's not getting that on a normal practice, for sure. So at the 20-yard line is where the drive starts, following the touchback. Keep this one on the ground. And
here we go.
Nice power run, but we do have a flag. It's probably going to be a hold.
And the ball's out as he gets back on it.
Yeah, so ball comes out here. That was number 28, Najati Clark.
Yep, and back it on up.
Yeah.
Of course, we get a second here.
Run's coming back.
See if we get the call.
Holding on the play.
Make sure. Okay, good. Pace 49-6.
Pace is
on
good.
the road at Gulf Breeze. My lordy. Choctaw up 21-0 in the rivalry game against Crestview. West Florida still on top of Fort Walton Beach, 20-14. This barn burner. Mosley and Rickards. Mosley 48, Rickards 33. Wow. Early third quarter.
Wow! Holy cow!
How about that? And we talked about St. Michael Catholic. Philip Rivers, the coach, with his son Gunner at quarterback. Well, W.S. Neal right before half takes the lead, 21-20.
All right, so the big penalty pushes them way back. It's 1st and 20, and Taken down after a pickup of about 5. It'll be second down and about 15. Again, that's Najati Clark on the carry.
That young man is a load right there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the play gets called back before, but he had 8 or 10 yard gain earlier.
Second down now, 15. Deep in their own territory, back sitting at the 15-yard line. Got to get out to the 30 if they want to move those chains. And as we get later into the game and seeing the offense hasn't moved it much, every possession really starts to count for Pine Forest. So you don't want to start losing 10 yards, but that's exactly what happened on this drive. Second down and 15 now. Keep it himself is Floyd. Picked up a couple. It'll be third and long. Third about 14, it looks like, as he might have gotten a yard. So we'll see if this is going to be another passing situation here, or if they decide once again to keep it on the ground. Got to be careful now.
And nonetheless, what's going on the field, off the field, it's a party in the stands. Pine Forest band having fun again.
They said they want to beach the Eagles. Was the
they said they run this beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the sign said. I was reading with the sign.
Okay. Well done.
You guys win.
Third down and 13. Big play here. Got to be real careful leaving your own territory. Can't try to do too much here.
Uh-oh.
Floyd's got his man over the middle. Oh, and he dropped it, and that would have been enough, too. Gosh, he had him there, but that's number 88, Kamarian Jordan, who cannot pull it in, and it's 4th and long now, and here comes the punting unit for Pine Forest. Jeff, that was enough.
It's been that kind of night. If you want to sum up how this game has looked so far for Pine Forest, it's just so close. Yep. They're so close to making a play, and they just can't get it done. Or like Coach said at halftime, Coach McDowell, we just got to execute. You see it right there.
So 4th and 13, and looks like Niceville is going to get, once again, very good field position.
Remember, they blocked the last one.
That's right. Jay Tercero was sitting back at the 45-yard line of Pine Forest, and the Eagles, the Niceville Eagles, did block the last punt. This one gets off, and it's really good, too. But it takes a nice little nifty bounce for Niceville, and does end up dying at the 45-yard line of Pine Forest. So Niceville will start on the right side of the field if they want to keep pouring things on here, already leading it 21-6.
Well, Christian, again, we talked about some newcomers this year. We've got the school bus stop of the game. Stay tuned tonight. After the game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. And remember, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Again, folks, said it earlier, just take your time. If you're following a school bus, I know it's kind of nerve-wracking. Sometimes you may be in a hurry, but I promise you it is not worth trying to go around that school bus, especially when that arm is out.
Speaking of out, Mr. Oliver, who had a touchdown moments ago, is out wide here, and they're going to throw it the other way, and that's caught by number 18, Max Roche, who's also having a very nice night.
That's a great tackle on defense. Number 10, Aiden Andrews, a senior linebacker, preventing Roche from a big pickup.
Yeah, for sure. Another look here. There's Roche. Yeah. Ends up really not getting anything.
That's Roche.
Right back
shot to his knee.
Yeah. So second down and 10. It's been Deegan McCoy, Jacoby Gilliard, Robert Oliver, the big offensive stars tonight for Niceville. Ooh, that's
a little bit of a
even I saw that one from way up here. That's number 53, Tremarcus.
5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Mr. Mays tried to hold up, but just a little jump right there.
That was, it's like, no, we all saw it.
Mays comes in 6'2", 315. Boy, I tell you what, I believe he's a sophomore.
That's right.
He's a good-looking sophomore, but young man, it's hard to hide when you're the biggest fellow on the field.
Yeah, at 315, when you start to move, it's not easy to stop.
That is Division I size right there.
That's right. Again, just a sophomore. Second down and 15 after the penalty. Back right at the 50-yard line. Thrown out here to number 5, Trey Geiger, who's trying to figure things out, Marcus Allen style. Ultimately gets hit pretty hard. That could be a helmet-to-helmet situation as he was pounded here. We'll see what the call is. Geiger, haven't said his name all night, but an exciting little play right there.
Man, the flag came out immediately, so that looks like that's what they're going to call here.
Yeah, I mean, he got crushed. Let's see, officially looks like it was a pickup of about 3.
We'll get that replay to you in a second. We'll check it out with you.
There you go. Officiating crew's been all over it tonight. Yep, personal foul. There you go. Thought that might be the call. So.
Check it out. You be the judge. First off, you know what? Wrong side of the field. He's like, I wanted to go over here. That's what he's going to do. And yep, that's a helmet to helmet. It's a great call.
So it moves him all the way down to the 34-yard line. Following the personal foul, and it'll be 1st and 10, and Niceville is on the move with 3:02 to go here in the third quarter.
Kind of feel like if Niceville puts it in the end zone here, they can kind of put this game away.
Yeah, it would hard to see Pine Forest coming back on that. And Jacoby going to throw for it right now, wants all of it. Oh, mercy, just underthrew Docchio a little bit, and as a result, they were not able to get it. Otherwise, that's 6.
Yeah, Zion Hurd got beat early, but hustles back to the young man right there. Ball hits him, looked like in the back of the helmet. Underthrown. We've seen him underthrow a couple balls tonight. He'll be the judge here again. Deegan McCoy has him. If he just got to lead him out front, he has to hesitate. And great coverage by Hurd.
Yeah. They had his man, but not to be. So 2nd down and 10 now. Play clock is down to 8 here as Niceville's hustling on. They need to get in gear. Down to 1. They
just called a timeout.
Ultimately just called the timeout. So they weren't going to be able to get the play off. And as a result, they have to call that timeout, leading at 21-6, 2nd down. Jeff, I know you were following some scores. You gave us a few moment ago. One that I was listening for, but we didn't have a chance to get to, is that Catholic and Godby score. Have you seen that one by chance?
I have not seen the update on that one as of late. Yesterday, by the way, you see our Reesburg Institute hearing huddle. We'll hear this. Tate, 41, PHS 0. That game was yesterday.
That's right.
Milton, 14-13 over Booker T. Washington.
You mentioned Tate crushing PHS. Pine Forest also beat PHS handily, shut them out as well. Yeah, so that's people are scoring there. Tonight at 10:15, of course, the great Steve Nissom will be hosting Prep Football Final, and that again is 10:15 on Channel 3. So you'll have the news with Mr. Solarski, and then at 10:15, Nissom jumps in there and shows you some highlights from up and down the Gulf Coast. So catch those tonight. Meanwhile, back here in the game, Gilliard takes the handoff and picks up 5 or 6. Nice little run up the middle there.
And if you, with NFL going on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The Chargers and the Chiefs. Taylor's fiance plays now, right?
Who's
I'm not
Taylor?
sure. Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember her fiance's name. Travis Kelce, that's what.
Does he play football?
I guess. No, that seems like that's what it's turned into. But the Chargers up 13-6.
Yeah, look at the Chargers trying to make a little statement here. Back here, 3rd down and 7. Could have been more movement yet again.
By the way, Christian,
yes.
We'll get this after the call here. A little encroachment, I've been waiting on one of those. Usually we're at Pine Forest,
right?
Come fair season, a little early for you. But
man.
You smell the funnel cake fries?
Listen, dude, Pine Forest to the fairgrounds is like a 9-iron. It is so awesome, man. Like when we're here in October and the fair is going, you can smell the elephant ear. People are like, thank God he said elephant ear. 3rd down here.
Ooh. Stuck. Goodness.
Stuck.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, that was impressive. The big fella.
Clark. Goodness gracious.
All right, that'll make it 4th down now.
Watch this. That's eligible for our school bus stop of the game as well.
That may have become the front runner right there. Mercy. Embarrassment of riches on big-time stops. 4th down, big play. They're going for it. Here we go, the option out to Gilliard, and he will have it. And the chains will move. It's a Pensacola State College 1st and 10 on a gamble there on 4th down from Coach Morgan. Trust is his offense, his offensive line, and they get it done for him.
Yeah, just enough to get it across the line right there for Niceville, and they try to milk the rest of this quarter and go into the fourth quarter with a 2-score lead.
And the ball. Here you can see Gilliard able to cut upfield and get it done. Like you said, just enough. Needed about 4 and got him.
Pensacola State College first down.
That's right. Knocking on the door of the Synovus red zone, just about a yard away. And
they're going
look
for
at
it
this.
now.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that ball now. He does. So again, Deegan McCoy was under some pressure, and this is probably going to be a grounding.
Yeah, again, nobody in the area. It's just the second time we've seen this.
Yep.
He could have thrown to the middle of his line. He had Gilliard standing right there. At least have been in the vicinity of someone.
That's right. But he does not.
Credit Pine Forest, great pressure up front. Oh,
how about that? Yeah.
Holding on the defense. Those penalties will offset. Replay the
All right, so
no grounding.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Not a grounding. Offsetting penalties and no harm, no foul situation.
I guess the guy holding the sticks over there, they counted him as a receiver.
Yeah. That it's a
fact. He was open.
If you look at the rule book, Jeff, there is a small rule 67B.
Statute 6.
That's right. You're allowed to count the stick holder once a game. It's like playing all-time offense as a kid. Remember that?
I love how you find these.
All right, going to keep this one. But again, the Pine Forest defense is like, no, you're not going anywhere.
I tell you what, boy, at times that front four dominates Niceville up front. If they could just put it together, 2 or 3 plays in a row, man, oh man, they have made Niceville pay multiple times.
And here's another one there.
Beating their man up front.
That's right, Deegan wasn't going anywhere. By the way, let me give a quick shout out to our Scholar Athlete sponsor. It's Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair. I misspoke. I said remodel and repair, and that's on me. So I want to make sure they get that correct because we're very appreciative that they are sponsoring.
You just got to leave that to the other guy.
That's exactly right. Thrown over the middle here and a great second effort and trying to get in. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Down to the goal line goes Max Roche. Doesn't get the touchdown, but gets as close as he can. Wow, what a play.
They're blowing whistles like there was a flag back here.
Oh, is there a flag?
I'm trying to find if there was.
Look at
Looks
this
like there
effort.
is. Man, that's incredible.
Wow.
Formation. Offense.
Wow. Coming back.
From the previous spot. Remains second down.
Roche's like, are you kidding me? With 3.2 to go here in the quarter. Nonetheless, we do have it on video. What a play from Max Roche.
Best play of the night that doesn't count for anything.
For sure. Instead, it goes the other way. It'll make it second and about 16.
It'll look good on the highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly.
Repeat second down.
That will end the quarter.
That's going to do it. So we will start the next with Niceville on the move, but facing second and long. Up, however, 15, 21-6, the current score. Quarter number 4 when we come back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of quarter number 4. Niceville up 21-6. They've got the ball. They're moving here. This is the 11th play of the drive. It's second and long, second and about 16. Remember, they had a terrific play that got Max Roche down to the goal line, but it was called back. And now here's Gilliard coming up the middle, and Pine Forest trying to rip that ball out and see if they can get the fumble. Not able to do it, though. It's going to be third down and long.
Pine Forest forcing another third down and long. They've had quite a few. They've had this Eagles offense in them tonight. Niceville Eagles, of course.
Demetrius Mosley was the one trying to yank that ball out. But third and 15, so another chance for Pine Forest. You know, the game is just close enough. It's not over. We haven't seen Pine Forest move the ball much. That's definitely the problem here, despite the fact that they're only trailing by a couple of touchdowns. The offense just hasn't done much. But we know stranger things have happened. So Niceville would love to get a few more points and try to push this thing out of reach. Going to throw over the top, and there you go. A few more points and going to push this thing out of reach. There goes Teray Geiger, who was wide open. Touchdown, Niceville. And Jeff, this time I don't see a flag.
No, and the thing is, Pine Forest, the defense has played their hearts out tonight. Just not getting a whole lot of help from their defense. And, you look at the 6 points for the Pine Forest Eagles tonight. It was a big turnover inside the red zone they were able to get. But, man, easy pickings. You just knew eventually the way things were going. Niceville, they just had to capitalize. 3 turnovers coming into this, and finally able to get it right and pull away here late.
Cameron Pearson will be on now for the extra point, and that ends up being a 12-play, 50-yard drive for the Eagles, and a chance now to go up 28-6 if Mr. Pearson can convert.
Niceville attempts the extra point.
Kick is up, kick is good, and sure enough, that will make it 28-6. And with 11:05 to go here in the game, it is all Niceville. We're going to take a quick break, come back, and see if the Pine Forest offense can try to right the ship.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
All right, welcome back. In the far distance there, you can see the Niceville crowd. It's small, but they've got a lot to be happy about. They made the drive over a couple of counties, and the Niceville Eagles have looked very good, and looks like they're going to be driving home tonight with a win, currently up 28-6.
Yeah, you look at Niceville after their opening week loss to Lincoln 36-29. They beat Escambia 27-6, and right now holding the Eagles to 6.
And this one fielded right back at the goal line, and some nifty moves will get him out there a pretty good distance. That's a fine return from Omari Lampkins, who's made a couple of nice plays here in the second half. Here's another look.
Yeah, the Eagles have been really close to breaking it. I mean, again, the offense, it's a work in progress right now. That quarterback position, trying to get the young man suited up, ready to go. It's his first start tonight. That's a tall test, even at home against Niceville. But sustaining drives, executing what Coach McDowell said, I think is just perfect. I mean, there's just no other way to describe it. Just got to go out there and execute. They've got the guys. You always hear it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmies and Joes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's got the guys, but they gotta finish off on those X's and O's.
All right, so the return out to the 27-yard line means that's where the drive will start. Nice little pass here to get things going. And, of course, that's going to be Charson Floyd, the junior receiver, who's had several catches tonight, been open several other times as well.
Yeah, Floyd, good-looking receiver out there.
And that's going to be a Hampton Imports 1st and 10 as the chains have moved. So a nice start to the drive here for Pine Forest. They got a lot to do, though, in a relatively short amount of time. And again, going to throw over the middle through about 5 defenders. A great catch as he goes back against his body there. That's well done.
None other than Charshawn Floyd again.
Who else?
Sure hands out there.
That's a great catch. I mean, that ball was behind him, and there's a few defenders in between he and the quarterback.
It was a wild throw as well. He hesitates, not open, and just perfectly placed.
Yeah.
And what a catch, like you said, by Floyd.
All right, so that's a pickup of 9, 2nd and 1 now, and under some pressure here, going to keep it himself, and it's a Hampton Imports 1st and 10 as he picks up 3, only needed about a yard, and right at midfield, 1st and 10 now for Pine Forest.
That's a long way to go, but if anything, get some momentum for your offense going into next week. Remember, next week, well, it doesn't get any easier. They're on the road at Choctaw.
And we've got that game for you here on Friday Night Rivals next week, 1 week from tonight. Floyd going to throw it again. There's Charson again, and he will cut it, and he is gone. Forget about it, folks. It was just a matter of time for Charson Floyd, and there is the big breaker. Touchdown, Pine Forest.
You want to talk about getting some confidence in your quarterback. How about that, young man? Just keep throwing to Floyd. Charson Floyd. Oh, we've seen him get so close tonight. A couple missed throws over the top. He would have scored, and how about this? Mr. Floyd, you get to call the next Forrest Jordan and Associates. That's the generator, guys. Touchdown.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cut. The minute he caught it, he made one cut to the left, and that was all she wrote. So very nice possession there for Pine Forest. Remember, their first touchdown came after an interception on the 8-yard line, so they only had to go 8 yards for the touchdown. This time they move it down the field, going to go for 2. It is converted. That's well done. That was number 2, Cordon Randall, who catches it in the end zone, and that'll make it 28-14. A 4-play, 73-yard drive capped off by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And don't look now, but with just under 10 to go, it's 28-14. Here's one more look at the 2-point conversion.
I mean, again, wow, what a confidence builder for that offense. And, hey, who knows what will happen the rest of this fourth.
Darn right. We're going to find out when we come back from the break as the Niceville Eagles will head back out on offense.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Well, Jeff, you were making the point that if nothing else, the Pine Forest offense could work towards some confidence for next week. And a 4-play, 73-yard drive, I think, will give them some confidence. But more importantly, it put them back in this game.
Yeah, now, I mean, you've got plenty of time. Your defense can make a stop, and who knows, maybe get a turnover.
Right. I mean, they've got 3 of them on the night already. It's not over.
The way they just drove down the field, we were wondering if they could sustain a drive. They dang sure did right there.
Little onside kick there, but recovered handily by number 44. That's August Ingerman, who pulls it in. And so the onside kick is ineffective at best, and with that, it's going to be really nice field position for Niceville. There's Ingerman, defensive end, as you see.
All right. Niceville haven't had much trouble as of late being able to drive the football.
For sure. So this Pine Forest D has got to come up big here and get a stop. And you know that offense has some confidence all of a sudden. You know, we've seen Floyd to Charson there all night has been close, but then on that last drive, they were able to team up 3 or 4 times, including the big play. And you know they want to get back out on the field and try it again. There's Gilliard, who's going to run right up the middle here, picks up maybe a yard, and Niceville, I'm sure, knowing how strong Gilliard has been, is very, very happy to run it as much as they can and get that clock moving.
Yeah, Gilliard's had a sneaky good night. Good. Again, this is a freshman. This is a sophomore quarterback, freshman running back. You don't see a freshman. I don't know the last time I've seen a freshman running back play at Niceville, much less in the capacity he has. Yeah. He is looking darn good.
Totally. The absolute go-to on the ground. 2nd down and 9, and here he comes again as he cuts back and forth. And boy, that hit from behind ends up picking him enough for a Hampton Imports 1st and 10. So he was helped by the Pine Forest defender there.
Yeah, you know, obviously there's plenty of football left.
Right
We're looking
there.
for Gene's floor covering player of the game, and we kind of talked about it over break. Had an idea who we wanted, but Gilliard wants to make sure we keep his name in the hat.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned him off the top of the show. We knew he was going to be a key player tonight. He certainly has. It's a Hampton Imports 1st and 10, and he'll get another chance here as he cut back nicely and picks up about 5 more. And Jeff, it is very clear now that Coach Morgan is happy to keep it on the ground and keep the clock moving as long as it's working, and it's working.
Yeah, great vision by the young man right there as well to bounce it back up and just continue to get positive yardage. Remember, Gilliard came into this, rushed for over 100 yards in both games this season, so he wanted to make it 3 for 3 tonight. I think he's well on his way.
2nd down now and 6, sitting at the 45-yard line of Pine Forest.
They will take every bit of time here.
For sure. Play clock down to 7. And here comes Gilliard again. He's got a nice hole here, and that's going to be another Hampton Imports 1st and 10 as he crosses the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. The chains will move. Another look. They've done nothing but hand it off to Gilliard on this drive, and it has worked every time. It's got to be so frustrating for Coach McDowell, who wants his offense back on it. He knows this game's not over, but if they can't stop Gilliard, they've got no shot. The clock at 10. Here's Gilliard again, and he's got another big hole, and he's still on his feet. And he gets down to about the 23-yard line, and I think that's, again, going to be enough to move the chains. Sure it is. It's a Hampton Imports 1st and 10. Gilliard racking up the yards here on this drive.
And remember last week, Pace, we talked about Pace's offensive line. The Patriots, boy, they are good up front, and they, Michael Williams, a heck of a running back as well. They're going to be tough to handle this year. Similar look here with Niceville and that offensive line kind of taking over in the second half. Gilliard, same style running back, just nifty, great vision, can have a little bit of explosiveness when he needs to, but he doesn't just fire off out of the gate. Great vision by the young man.
For sure. 1st and 10 from Hampton Imports. Here he is again, and another. Give it up for the offensive line of Niceville, who is just giving Mr. Gilliard plenty of room to run every single time. 5 more yards.
Yeah, they're not the biggest offensive line. They've got some size up there, but they've got some guys a little undersized, but doing a great job assignment football up front.
Blocking schemes are working. 2nd down and 5, and the clock is getting milked down to 6:24.
Can't really call all the guys on Niceville's offensive line buffet busters, because I feel like some of them may eat clean.
Nothing but salad for me, I think.
Salad and grilled chicken.
Yeah. 2nd down and 5. And, this time Gilliard gets it and goes left. And look at this, another huge hole. And inside the Synovus red zone, it is 1st and goal. And he has carried the ball, Jeff, every play of this drive and has had positive yards every single time.
Yeah, he's not coming out. he just wants it.
And with that, it looks like there's a water break here, so we're going to stay right here and remind you of a couple of things. First of all, it's 9:15, so almost to the minute, 1 hour from now, and I'm sure our game will be well over by then. You'll want to make sure you have it on WEAR to catch Steve Nissom and Prep Football Final. Of course, it's a great show because in a relatively short amount of time, 15 to 20 minutes, they're going to give you highlights from so many games up and down the Gulf Coast. And I know that Steve is very happy to be doing that again. He, of course, co-anchored that with Mr. Shugart for years and years. And now Steve is doing it on his own this year and having a blast, I'm sure.
Is it safe to say the only person that can stop Gilliard right now is the referees?
I think that's very safe because it's clearly not the Pine Forest D. Also, 1 week from tonight, we're heading down to Okaloosa County, and we'll have Pine Forest again, as a matter of fact. So that'll be interesting to see how they go from week to week. We've got Choctaw, and Jeff, you have made it no secret that you think Choctaw is one of, if not the best teams in the area.
They are very, very impressive, both sides of the ball. They just look pretty darn good. They're going to be, again, it doesn't get any easier for Pine Forest. You just got to roll up your sleeves and go to work next week and get ready to go on the road. By the way, Gilliard, 7 carries, 46 yards on this drive. Stats provided by the Double D, Derek Diamond.
The great Derek Diamond, 1st and goal. I hope they let Gilliard continue here. He's doing all the work. Says, let me be the one that takes it in if we're getting in. And he will pick up a couple, so even when he's stopped to some degree, it's a positive gain of a couple. And the clock just continues to roll. This has been an extraordinarily effective drive for Niceville, not only because it's been nothing but positive yards, but they have not stopped the clock yet. It was very clear that Coach Morgan just wanted to run this clock out after Pine Forest had that quick strike touchdown, and they've done it pretty brilliantly.
They're taking the wind out of their sails.
Totally. 2nd down and goal now. Clock at 8 as they continue to take the time, and
about that first
finally,
tackle for loss in a while.
For the first time on the drive,
no.
Gilliard goes down, and we've got a flag.
It's going to be a late hit.
Wow, huge mistake there. So Pine Forest finally gets a negative yard play against the Eagles and Mr. Gilliard, but it looks like a late hit rather. They cost him.
That'll be on number 7, Trent Henderson of the Eagles. It's unfortunate. Finally get a tackle for loss right here, kind of stop him up. I mean, it was after the play.
And there's Coach McDowell, who no doubt is very frustrated, but we haven't heard the call yet.
Yeah, partial foul on the defense. Half the distance to go, replay, 2nd down.
All right, so there you go, Jeff. You called it. Half the distance puts it 2nd down and goal from about the 5.
Oh, now that I look at that, he's still spinning. He's not. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot closer than what I initially thought, so I apologize. I misspoke. It's a tough one to call right there. Yeah. It looked like he was down, but that roll kind of seemed like he might have been up.
Well, you know, it's one of those rare ones, Jeff, where it looks a little different live. Let's take another look here.
I mean, if anything, you could say maybe right now he's down. That's close.
Yeah, it's close.
Boy, it's close.
I don't think it's a terrible call, though.
Boy, I tell you what, in this moment, I just don't agree with that call. You kind of take it out of their hands.
Yep, 2nd and goal now. Going to keep it himself here, try to get in, and able to get real close, but the hands don't go up there. So Deegan McCoy was hoping to cross the goal line, unable to do it. That'll make it 3rd and goal. Knocking on the door, though, that's for sure.
If you don't give this ball to Gilliard this next play,
you are not kidding.
I am going to be highly upset after this young man.
And Gilliard's going to, you think you're going to be upset.
If you got Gilliard on your fantasy team, you really need these 6 points.
You do, and you've earned them, and he's earned them.
Also, let me know where you're playing high school fantasy football.
All right, 3rd and goal, sitting at the 4-yard line. Gilliard is in the backfield. He will get the ball. He cuts left. He is able to get in. Touchdown. So Gilliard does all of the work on that drive, and he is able to cap it off with the touchdown. You know, Jeff, it's funny. We were sitting here talking. Oh, and flags are flying everywhere. It looks like a parade.
It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
No doubt. Well, after the touchdown. I was going to say, Jeff, as they sort this all out, we were talking about the fact that we think we have our player of the game, and you kind of jokingly said, Gilliard says, hey, don't forget me. He made a pretty strong claim there to like say, yeah, don't forget me. I'm definitely still in the running, and we'll have our announcement of who gets player of the game coming up after, but that was extraordinarily impressive what we just saw him do.
Unsportsmanlike white. Also, dead ball, unsportsmanlike blue. Those 2 penalties will offset. Whoever plays a touchdown, we're going to do a try for play.
All right, there you have it.
So it never even happened.
Nope.
Boy, oh boy, Gilliard, what a drive. What a drive by that offensive line. Pine Forest gets some momentum, quick stop. You're thinking or a quick drive, and you're thinking, okay, maybe we got ourselves a little bit of a ball game.
For sure.
Coach gets the troops together, and boy, they drive it right down the field.
Yeah, I mean, that really was very impressive as Pearson's on here for another extra point, and he knocks it right through the middle. That makes it 35-14. You know, it was interesting when we saw Pine Forest have that quick strike touchdown. Remember, it was 73 yards in 4 plays, made it 28-14. At that time, Jeff, there was still 10 minutes left. It's like, this thing's not over. But now, after a drive that runs nearly 7 minutes for Niceville, they keep it on the ground to Gilliard every play but one, and they get the touchdown. It's 35-14 with 3:47, and now it's done. That was a really classic drive to seal a game.
Yeah, too little too late for Pine Forest, but the positive thing here, you got some time to work on offense again.
That's right.
You're not going to win the football game. Let's call it what it is, but get some momentum. Tough week next week. Obviously, new quarterback stepping in has looked better as of late.
Yeah.
So let's build on that. Let's get something going.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here in this final 3:47. So Tyler Floyd is your quarterback, and of course we know that one of his favorite targets is number 15, Charson Floyd. And they teamed up a moment ago for a nice long touchdown. I don't know, Jeff. They're number 15 and 16. I don't know whether they're related, but they certainly may be. Do you know?
No idea.
Yeah.
Quite the combo.
Yeah, might be brothers. Tyler Floyd and Charson Floyd. Sophomore and a junior. Charson the junior. Either way, we're ready to roll here. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Kicking off Nate Martinez now. He's got a nice leg, does Nate?
Boot.
Yeah, down to the 5-yard line.
Oof.
And hit again.
Swamped.
Returns it out to the 20 there.
Return to the 20-yard
That's
line.
number 26, Jacavier Lewis, who's been returning all night for Pine Forest. Another look here. Jacavier gets to the middle, but really impressive stick there from the Niceville Trinity as they're able to slow him down back at the 26-yard line. 3:39 to go. And on the last possession, we saw nothing but passing from Pine Forest, which we really hadn't seen. But they did it pretty effectively, got the touchdown out of it after a long play. So we may see that again here. And again, try and get a bit of confidence. And sure enough, right out of the gate, Floyd wants to pass. He thinks about running, ultimately gets rid of it. He found Charson, but threw it at his feet.
And Charson continues to find ways to be open.
No kidding. He was wide open again. That was kind of a cool little play there, too, from Tyler Floyd. You know, Jeff, it looked like he was going to run it, and he did make the decision at the last minute. I haven't crossed the line, and there's Charson.
Yeah, I think for Tyler, he's going to go into the film room this week, and he's going to see the things he needs to work on. I think it's going to be really, really good for him going into next week against Chocolate. He's going to see a lot of missed opportunities and grow.
Completed pass there to Camarion Jordan, the tight end, sophomore. Another young player here for Pine Forest as the clock rolls at 3:20 to go here in the game.
For Pine Forest.
After the game, of course, we've got a trophy ceremony, player of the game, as we continue to talk about that.
Look at this.
There's Tyler Floyd with some great leg work and still getting it done all the way out to the 35-yard line, and it's a Hampton Imports 1st and 10. That's a great run.
A little shake and bake.
Yeah, look good.
Love the footwork from the young man.
Clock stops there as the chains move out to the 35-yard line. Low snap here, or actually never happened as the flags come a-flying.
Dead ball, false start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
We may be setting a record for false starts. We've had 6 or 7 of them. Thank goodness. Well, I was like, I hope he turns that mic off.
Don't jinx us. We got a lot of football left this year.
You're so right. Another pass here from Floyd, and Charson was able to get to the 35-yard line, which is essentially back to the line of scrimmage. So not sure he gained anything on that play. Second down.
Charson's going to have a pretty good night tonight.
Yeah. Mostly in the second half. He was open a lot in the first half, but the ball was overthrown a few times. But in the second half, he's come up big. But it's been mostly Niceville tonight as they lead at 35-14, and more flags coming in here at the last minute.
Illegal snap. And ball. Illegal snap, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
You know, Jeff, these sorts of penalties, I mean, we will see them all season, but it's always true. It's a staple of Friday Night Football to see these sorts of mistakes early in the season. This and cramps when it's still so hot and humid out there. So it's no real surprise in week 3 that we're seeing the sorts of things that will probably get cleaned up. Another pass out to Charson Floyd, who makes some moves. He's hit hard, but he gets to the 35-yard line, which really is just the original line of scrimmage. He continues to work so hard.
Still banged up.
Yeah, he got hit hard on that one. He's still down. Hate to see that. Writhing in pain, too, is Charson.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, not good.
Quite the player. That's for darn sure.
Yeah,
can't wait to see him next week against Choctaw as well. Hopefully he can get on his feet here. Obviously hit hard in the back, that back neck area.
That's right. Which you absolutely hate to see. In fact, Dr. DeCampos from Andrews Institute has made her way over there, and she is now taking a look along with the athletic training team. You can see them at the bottom of your screen there, just above the 2 on the clock. And, he looks like he's getting up.
It's good to see.
Yeah.
He wants to go back in.
Darn right. That's awesome. That's great.
And they're like, no, you got to stay out of play.
Yeah. Man, that's so good. That's just makes you sick every time you see it. Just waiting for somebody to get up. But he gets up, and like you said, looked like he even wanted to play. So it's, meanwhile, back here, 3rd down and long, 3rd and 11 with exactly 2 minutes to go here as we're sort of limping toward the end of the game. Pine Forest trying to do something. This is a play they have loved to run, but flying tackle from a gentleman who's had a huge night. Clay Nelson, the junior linebacker, has been big time for Niceville. Another nice play there.
You think Clay Nelson's tired of seeing these quick screen passes?
No, I do not.
There was a little bit
yeah.
A little bit extra on that tackle.
Well, and coming off that one, I think he's more like, do it more, please. Look, they're going for it here. 4th down and 11. 1:30 to go. Obviously just, oh, and look at this. Oh, the ball is on the ground, but we're going to have flags. I think this might be encroachment as number 44 there for Niceville. Yeah, thank you. That's August Ingerman may have jumped the gun here. Trying to time it out perfectly.
Encroachment defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Yeah, so it was 4th and 11, so that'll make it more manageable with 1:29 to go, but still 4th and 6 on their own side of the field. Obviously, the game has long since been decided. Right now, it's just about Pine Forest trying to work on a few things, and they're going to do it here on 4th down. Floyd throws over the middle, and sure enough, finds his man. That's going to be a Hampton Imports 1st and 10. Nice conversion there, and that's number 88, Camarion Jordan, who's had a few plays tonight. The chains will move, and that's right at the 50-yard line.
Talk about Jordan, good young tight end. Bright future for the Eagles.
And listen, Jeff, Tyler Floyd's going to have, I think he's going to like watching the film here from the 4th quarter, where he's had a lot of success. Obviously, the receiver jumped way offside.
Well, I think the center was supposed to snap it because it looks like everybody else went.
So a reverse false start. The center forgot to start. The ball goes backwards. But Jeff, I was making the point that Tyler Floyd here in the last quarter has had some nice plays, some good completions, and just exactly what you said, the kind of thing that I think he'll be able to build off of.
Yeah, the only thing that I think he needs to work on really is just the deep pass, a little accuracy on it. But yeah, this short game, he has looked really good here in the second half.
And isn't it nice to see Charson Floyd back in the game, and he crosses midfield with under a minute to go. That's going to be 2nd down. Remember, because of the penalty, it was 1st and long. So a nice gain there, but it'll still be 2nd down and 7. And
Niceville's going to call a timeout.
Niceville calls a timeout with 46 seconds to go and up 21.
Hey, teachable moment.
Yeah.
You got to use every bit of this. Obviously, game film and game opportunities mean a lot. You see the Pine Forest band, no matter the score, they don't care.
No.
They're always getting after it up there. Looking great, sound great. Everybody doing a great job.
So, Jeff, re-colon the player of the game. I know you're not going to tell us yet who it is, but am I right? Did I hear that a change came in late?
A change came in late.
Yeah, we thought we had our decision, but
not so fast.
You and the committee got together.
Lee Corso goes out last week.
Yeah,
a shout out.
That's right. Well, I look forward to that and the trophy ceremony coming up after the game as well, of course.
Got our school bus stop of the game, our jeans floor covering player of the game, and our Air Masters sack of the game. So obviously we've got our hardware. Thanks to Award Masters doing the trophy. By the way, another week went by last week. I tried to take the trophy, couldn't get it. Could get my mitts on it, but nonetheless, Award Masters doing a great job with that trophy.
Second down, going over the top, and well, Jeff, you mentioned some accuracy on the deep ball. And sure enough, Tyler Floyd once again outthrows his receiver by a good 15 yards on that one. The clock stopped at 40.4.
Arm strength
Evan did not get set prior to the snap.
Flag on the play.
It was a flag.
Penalty is declined. Third down.
Third down. Coming off the incompletion, third down and 7. Got to get down to the 40-yard line. Sitting at the 47 right now with 40.4 seconds left in this contest. Floyd going to throw again, and he's got some time. Now all of a sudden the pocket collapses, and he will take the sack, and that's going to make it fourth down and about 10 as he loses 3 here, and the clock continues to roll. We'll see if we even get one more play out of this.
And Pine Forest will use another timeout.
They're going to call a timeout. They want to talk about it. They want
Pine Forest.
Try and get one more play on this.
In the game.
9:32 is the time. I mentioned that because, again, we're talking about prep football finals starting at 10:15, which isn't to shortchange WER's Channel 3 News tonight at 10 o'clock. So find out what's happening out there news-wise across the area for the first 15, and then catch Mr. Nissen giving us some highlights from these games up and down the coast. It's always fun. Meanwhile, the NFL action, we've been talking about that, and the Chargers up 20-12 in the fourth quarter against the Kansas City Chiefs. Looking to get it done. Make a statement.
Next week, don't forget, again, we've said it a couple times, on the road at Choctaw.
That's right.
These Eagles, Pine Forest Eagles, however, will follow us over there. Be a great matchup again. Another tough sledding for Pine Forest.
Yeah. Tough games. Both out of Okaloosa County. One at home, one on the road. Here's 4th and 9, and Floyd going to go up high. He throws it out of bounds, and a little bit of a miscommunication on that one. It will be a turnover on downs, and I'm sure that Niceville will come in here to the victory formation down this thing, and we'll call it a ball game.
Yeah, again, we talked about it. The one thing I think Floyd needs to work on right here is the accuracy of the long ball.
Yeah.
The short game, I think he has been on point. He has played so much better here in the second half. But just some things to work on. First start tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I think it's positive. You know, there's been a lot of positivity to it. He's a great runner. He's a tough runner. So I think, look, Pine Forest, they got some tough games ahead, but I think they'll be all right. For Niceville next week, they'll get to go back home. Rivalry game against Crestview, which last time I saw, Choctaw was putting it to Crestview.
Jeff, I like it when we have the same team back-to-back weeks. It doesn't happen often. It does happen this time. We've got Pine Forest next week because, especially in this case with a first-time starter, it'll be interesting to see the progression. You know what I mean? We'll get to compare from one week to the next. And there it is, the final play of the game. And Niceville drives over from Okaloosa County, and they're going to get out of here with a nice win to move to 2-1. Pine Forest will move to 1-2 as your final score is 35-14 here at Lon R. Wise Stadium. A big win for the visiting Niceville Eagles. So the teams will shake hands, say congratulations. We will step away, but when we come back, we've got some congratulating to do with the trophy ceremony and several individual awards. Friday Night Rivals, the awards portion, coming up next.
You're watching G's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
We are back, and there you can see the Niceville Eagles, who are so pumped after a big win on the road tonight as they travel over from Okaloosa County, and they get this win tonight. And it looks like Coach Richard Morgan is now joining us. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on a nice big road win tonight. Coach, can you hear me? I'm not sure Coach can hear me. In fact, I'm sure Coach cannot hear me. So
Sounds like he's waiting on us.
Yeah. Oh, what a bummer. Oh, man. He's nice enough to talk to us, and we're very appreciative of that. But you hate it when this happens. So, as I was saying, they get the win tonight, and then next week they've got Crestview, which is a rivalry. I was hoping to ask Coach about that, but obviously if that mic's not going to work, we're not going to be able to do it. But we'll give it just another second and see if we can get lucky. And then after that, we're going to give you our player of the game and our stop of the game, and of course several awards to give. So it looks like, let me try one more time. Coach, can you hear me by chance? Hey Coach, this is Christian. Can you hear me? Well, shoot, I don't think that he can. So let's not make them wait any longer. Let's go ahead and give him the trophy and just say congratulations. And it's a bummer that we're not going to get a chance to talk to him, but we're very appreciative. And you can see, oh, isn't it nice to see Coach smiling there? There you go. Good job. Congratulations. Coach Richard Morgan and the Niceville Eagles get the win tonight. And sorry about the technical difficulties. We really wanting to talk to him.
Coach is smiling now.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to see him smile, and that's a big win. So Jeff, we've done that, but I know you've got several things you want to mention.
Yeah, let's start off with our school bus stop of the game.
School bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
We had a couple plays we were thinking about. Well, how about this one? Oh, man, look at that. Just manhandling him up front. Pine Forest, I'll give a shout-out to their defense. They played their hearts out tonight, and Najati Clark, he's made some plays all night long. Pine Forest defense, physical defense, just got outlasted. I mean, the offense struggled early on. Defense was on the field early. In fact, that first score was mainly because of that turnover that the defense got there, but man, what a great school bus stop of the game by that Mr. Clark.
Yeah, like you said, there were a couple of big-time plays.
We've got our Boutwell Airmasters sack of the game every week. Boutwell Airmasters is bringing it right here, and unfortunately, this is what it's going to look like. And it looked like that early on. Again, Pine Forest offense really got it going early, but Niceville defense kind of stifling the run game for them. Really nowhere for them to go, for some turnovers at times. But August Ingerman coming up with the stop right there. You see him hanging on for dear life. Well, Mr. Ingerman, you get our credit for the Boutwell Airmasters sack of the game. And how about this? Well, everybody's been waiting on it. Well, folks, I'll get it out of here so you can eat your Fusaklis. Jeans floor covering player of the game, none other than Jacoby Gilliard. Watch this.
That was awesome
Look at
play.
This. That's a receiving touchdown for him. By the way, he ran 22 carries, 136 yards with a touchdown as well. So 2 touchdowns on the night, 1 in the air, 1 on the ground. Again, that last drive they had just literally took control. I mean, 7 carries, 46 yards, and he could not be stopped. Folks, this is a freshman playing at a high level. Again, a high-class game right here. By the way, I talked about it in the open. First 2 games, rushing over 100 yards. Make that 3 in a row for the young man. We'll see if he'll do it next week as well against Crestview.
Pretty strong start to his career, that's for sure. Oliver also had a heck of a night, and he was in the running, but it was hard to deny Gilliard, who came up so huge on that last drive. A very impressive night, a very impressive win for Niceville as they move to 2-1. Pine Forest falls to 1-2. So that'll do it. One more quick reminder that in 35 minutes, 10:15, you've got Prep Football Final on WEAR. All the highlights. 1 week from tonight, you've got us coming out of Choctaw. Going to be a lot of fun. Pine Forest, the team we just covered tonight here at home, hits the road. So we'll have Pine Forest and Choctaw. That is 7 o'clock 1 week from tonight. For Jeff Price and Derek Diamond and the entire Friday Night Rivals crew who worked so hard, we thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in a week.
We're in my position. You gotta go take yours on a mission. With every decision, it's like with a great yo. And I ain't gonna let it go to me, dog. Now picture me fall to the wayside where I can't slide to the point where they're really in my face. I'm not looking for sympathy or empathy in my frenzy. It's me against that world, cause the world seems to be against me. I'm rolling.